pretty exciting episode today, bro. I feel like this is a very, like, we got two...
Where's the intro?
Oh, you mean like the...
Yeah.
I'm Camden.
I'm Daniel.
And we're Studio Small Talk.
Yeah.
Bro, today...
Episode 7.
I love this episode because it's two things that I feel like they're both things you have an intense reaction to. Like, or you have a lot to say about.
Sure.
Or like,
Maybe.
I feel like I have a lot to say about both.
Yeah.
And,
if only it was episode 6.
yeah, six. Yeah, that would have been
6.
so ideal, you know?
The 7, I mean, 7's also
Yeah.
pretty
But you don't want to stick around in the 6. So, you know, that's,
Oh, yeah, true.
so
We
maybe
gotta
this is for the
leave.
best.
Nah, I think we can handle it.
Yeah.
We
What happens when Drake enters the 7, man? Like, what happens, bro? Drake's in the boys? The 7? He's in the 7. He's a superhero,
Yeah,
bro.
he's-
Iceman, bro?
Oh my god.
Iceman in the boys?
Don't give him a ad opportunity. He's going to work with Amazon.
Man. Low-key, he do be reminding me of Homelander on this album. Anyway, we're gonna get to that later. So yeah, we're gonna talk about. Here's how it's gonna go. We got a very organized structure going on because we've been sort of like figuring that out as these episodes happen. Like the order, the format, the structure of it. Because we know we like to chat. We have similar interests and we have similar sense of humor. Like we knew that this podcast potential, but it's a different thing to get the sort of formalities of things to make it kind of more. Yeah, the structures have been pretty all over the place so far, but today we have a format structure that we think may be kind of the norm going forward. It's like movies first, whatever the big movie is, we'll have a nice beefy chat about that. Album next, the big album. And then we can open it up to the news, what's happening right now in the world of maybe games,
The
movies.
zeitgeist.
And then we can just chat about anything else we've been listening to or watching that we might want to have a chat about, anything on our minds. So hopefully we can, workshop that from there. Yeah. I feel like both the film and the album are particularly relevant, like in a big way. They feel special, like they're gonna be indicative of like a bigger conversation or something, maybe looking back or whatever. But yeah, so we're starting off with Obsession. When did you first hear about Obsession? I heard about it
when
Michael.
I saw the trailer.
I
remember seeing a video of Curry Barker going to his local cinema and reacting to the trailer being played for the first time on a big screen. Kind of like what Donald Glover did when he kind of snuck into a Quiet Place screening and just kind of watched the Bando Stone trailer in IMAX. I think that was a really cool... it was a really cool video. I mean... I remember seeing the trailer for it, and it was literally just the scene. It was basically like a teaser. It's like 1 minute of the scene in the car where he calls up the One Wish Willow company.
Yeah, like the customer service.
Tabby Collector. And then you read the synopsis, like a log line, and it gives you an idea of like, okay, this is like kind of an interesting premise.
Yeah, little supernatural. Is it paranormal, supernatural? I forget which word means what. Maybe both. I don't know. But yeah, like a little bit of magic in there, but it's also rooted in very real kind of insecurities and it's a nice bridge between like I said last time, horror films that deal with very real things. Mm-hmm. That's kind of the avenue to make it super like uncomfortable and gripping. I feel like Obsession definitely goes there. But I heard about this last year. Michael, who you will know if you watch the CD Smile Games episodes, definitely check those out if you haven't. And he's a friend of ours, friend of the show, kind of sort of a part of the family, part of the Smile Talk family, if you will. He last year was looking up like horror movies. He's a big horror fan, so he was looking up horror films last year, like top 10, going through loads of letterboxd lists, and he was seeing lists from like press people, and some of them had Obsession in the top 10 of last year. I guess they must have seen it at like an early test screening or
like
a preview.
Sundance or something.
Yeah, something like that. And he was like, have you heard of this movie, Obsession? He asked me because he knows I pay attention to these film festivals, and I had never heard of it. I was like, I don't know what this is. No, but like everyone seems to be having this really high on their top 10s. And I was like, okay, interesting. I haven't heard of it, but I'll keep my eyes peeled for that when it does come around. But then as it got closer, the closer it got to the release date, the more I was hearing about Obsession and how it's blowing people away. And I know you were excited for it as well. We talked about it. I was like, okay, yeah, this is the movie that Michael... Yeah, I was just sort of like, damn, okay, this film seems to be having a real moment. And that happens quite a bit. I feel like quite often with horror especially.
100%.
Like, I remember before The Black Phone came out, I remember hearing how horrifying and terrifying it was. Longlegs had that. And Weapons, had that as well. Like, loads of horror films get that. I remember seeing a lot of buzz around Cuckoo, the Hunter Schafer movie, which I saw. I actually didn't enjoy it, but it was surprising to me now that I've seen it, like how much. Yeah. I had heard that was a really like.
I just remember seeing that one still of her behind the
like hiding,
and the figure blurred out, just being like, oh,
sure, yeah.
It was that for a long time.
My point being, I feel like even a lot of the horror films that sort of so-so quite often have this moment where all the horror, this one's really fresh and really cool.
This is the one.
I don't know if it's because maybe a lot of people who are maybe a bit more snooty don't really respect horror. I know people might see horror that way, like it's a little trite because there's a lot of slop and B-movie stuff, and maybe horror fans want to champion these original horror, like this horror's really cool. Yeah. And so you get a lot of films that have these, this is the scariest thing you'll ever see, blah, blah. Talk to me, sure, yeah, definitely. But as the obsession buzz continued, the more I was like, okay, this is like quite a lot of excitement, man. I was getting more confident this is going to be a really, really good movie. Mm-hmm. And yeah, so we saw it. When did you see it? You saw it on the Saturday.
I saw it on the Saturday. It was after. It was. We were in Central for the Nakba protest, and it was like we were trying to find a cinema after it. And everywhere was sold out. It was really difficult.
No way.
Yeah, so we had to go out to the Genesis in Whitechapel.
Oh, I've heard that's a good one.
Yeah, it was really sweet. Very like a flash from the past, kind of. And
old school.
But yeah, we managed to get some tickets, and we watched it. And
awesome. Yeah, my screening was pretty busy as well. Are we ready to reveal what we think about the film? Is that enough preamble?
Cory Barker is a YouTuber, famously.
True. So, yes, of course. Yeah, man. Yeah.
So I'm seeing like a theme of YouTubers going into horror. Chris Stuckman, Raka Raka.
Yeah. There's also that movie.
Markiplier.
Do you know the movie? Markiplier. You know the movie? Is it Smiler? Do you know that movie?
It's Shane Dawson.
Oh yeah, he might be in it. Is he?
That's the one where it's like they like it's the skin face with like that's Shane Dawson.
Shane Dawson's in there. Yeah, I know. I don't think it was him like directing it.
No.
He directed Not Cool. If I think that was his movie.
Not Cool.
Yeah, he made a movie.
I don't know about this.
Yeah, he made a movie called Not Cool.
Is it like a horror?
No, it's like a high school comedy thing. He's in it playing. He's the lead.
Oh.
Yeah, I know. The Feinbergs did a similar thing. They made a movie called F the Prom with the guy from Super 8. The lead in Super 8, the J.J. Abrams movie.
Oh, really?
Yeah, the kid.
Yeah.
As like a teenager / adult. I forget exactly how old he was when he did F the Prom. But yeah, anyway. You're right, though. There's a lot of YouTuber horror pipeline going on.
So we got this kind of... But his background's in comedy, which is, again, another common thing that we're seeing.
For sure. Jordan Peele.
Zach Cregger as well. Was he comedian as well?
He had a movie called, like, Miss March or something. I want to say it was something like that. It's like a comedy, like a kind of 2000s sort of... kind of frat bro-y comedy.
Is Matt Johnson and Tim Robinson going to do horror?
That'd be cool.
Yeah. Oh, and Bill Hader's doing a horror now.
Oh, really? No way. Yeah. Okay.
So, I don't know. I feel like there's some...
Ari Aster influence?
And Jordan Peele, obviously.
Jordan Peele,
we're opening it up to just, like, comedians turning
There's so much middle ground. There's so much crossover with horror and comedy, which Jordan Peele and Cory Barker have mentioned a lot in their press for their films. And, yes, it's a very real thing because, like... comedy, when you don't find something funny, it can be like uncomfortable and awkward. You know what I mean? It's like, this is like, people behaving in a way that's like, maybe it's not like, there's definitely similarities in things that make you feel like this, and things that make you laugh.
Dimensions.
Definitely. There's
I've seen some films which are just like straight horror, and it's, I don't know. I think everyone's kind of, that's what you kind of go out and want a little, is like that dark comedy of just the I feel like exaggerated, like very just out there. Yeah,
it also kind of goes both ways. Like what I was saying about the comedies, if you don't find it funny, it can be kind of like uncomfortable. If you don't find a horror film scary, you might find it really funny. I vividly remember when I saw Men. I remember being so disturbed by that movie. I was like, that movie rattled me a bit. And everyone on the way out was like, that was fucking stupid. I hated it. And they found it hilarious.
Yeah, like the head of the dude on the kid. Yeah.
It's like
that's very
goofy. For sure. Like I was there like, what the fuck is happening? Like
inside, outside, inside.
Yeah, for sure. So things that a horror movie could veer into funny very easily if it doesn't like click for you. So
even this one, this one had unintentional laughs in my screening.
Sure. Oh, really? Yeah. Sure. Okay, so how did we feel about Obsession? Scores on the doors. Are we ready? Are you feeling ready? Spiritually, are you ready to?
It's just the commitment between one or the other. Score-wise.
Oh, really? You're still deciding?
Yeah. I don't know, man.
Okay. I hope it's the two I'm thinking of, bro.
Nah, I think I'm thinking also my track record is like, what have I also given this score?
I don't fucking. Who cares?
Really?
I don't care about that. Yeah.
I think I have to.
I don't think about like, is it as good as my other ones in that score? No, for me, it's all feeling. Yeah, it's all feeling. I'll worry about that later. I'll worry about that
until someone clocks in. It's like
no. Until I clock it. Until I clock it, I'm like, do I feel like that's still a this or still or that? Or maybe I'll change it maybe I'll revisit it or whatever, whether it's an album, movie. But yeah, what's your gut saying? Go with your gut, bro. Your true gut instinct.
Oh fuck. Okay. Sure.
Yeah, you got one.
Yeah.
All right. What is your score for Obsession, Daniel?
Can you go? Yeah, okay.
I can go first.
Yeah, sure. I mean, I already know your score.
I'm going to give this a 9 out of 10. Cool. I think Obsession is amazing.
Yeah.
I love this movie, bro. What do you think?
I'm going to give it a 7 out of 10.
We'll take it. We'll take a 7. I was hoping you'd be between 8 and 9, but I love this movie, man. The more I've thought about this movie, the more I am... It's actually kind of mirroring my experience with the drama, weirdly, whereas I loved the experience of watching it, but combing over it afterwards has been so much fun. And I'm just so excited to watch it again. Just I think the themes on display are just so fucking cool.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it was a ride, man. It was a real ride. Because I thought I would enjoy it, like, purely on, like, it's going to be a crazy whirlwind of an experience. But I ended up, like, just really connecting with everything this film was going for, like, purely on a filmmaking... Mm-hmm. Just the Cory Barker's voice, I think, was just so present. It was such a confident voice as a director, whether it be through the comedy, the kind of the very cold look of the movie. It sort of reminds me of when your hand is like vulnerable because it's cold. And you're like, oh, that's how it looks. That's how the movie looked to me. It looks cold and like frail. It has a frail look about it. Mm-hmm. Like everything feels like it could break or is vulnerable. Because you kind of feel throughout the whole movie that at any moment things are going to really pick up. You don't know exactly when, but things are going to spiral out. I think my only gripe for me would be, I guess it kind of reaches a bit of an inevitable conclusion. I feel like maybe I would have preferred something a bit more deft there, but ultimately I don't know. I've really got not much to complain about this film. I think it's fucking fantastic.
That's awesome.
Yeah, I love it, man.
Yeah, and you got had a conversation with someone outside of the screening before going in.
Oh yeah, that's true. I was telling you about that on the DMs, but yeah, no. Before I saw the movie, I went to go see the Christophers and Rose of Nevada, so I had a triple bill. And in between Rose of Nevada and Christophers, a random gentleman in the cinema had seen Obsession in between that time. Mm-hmm. And I got my laptop out, I went to the little, just chilled at the sort of seating area, and he said, oh, I like your laptop background. And I was like, oh, nice, thanks, man. What are you here to see? He's like, I'm here to see Obsession. I was like, oh, dude, no way, I'm seeing that later. I'm really excited. I've heard it's really good. And he was like, yeah, I love horror. I've been hearing this and that. And yeah, he was really sweet.
There's this new horror that's out. It's
about to be nuts. Yeah, it's supposed to be nuts. We should go see that. But yeah, he had to go to his screening like 5 minutes after we started talking. But yeah, he went to his screening, and then when he came back out, I was minutes away from my Christopher screening, so I was still there, and his eyes were like wide. He was like reacting, and I was like, "Hey man, how was it?" He was like, "Man, it's good, man. It's really good." he was like, "Yo, it's good." I was like, "Oh, nice. I'm really excited, bro." He was like, "Yeah, no, it's mad." He was just like kind of didn't know, he was lost for words. It was just cool to see that very like authentic reaction, just that feeling. And then it just geared me up to see it some more. And yeah, like this film just has you like so. You're just in the palm of its hand, like so quickly. You're just sort of like with its frequency. I just feel like it has a very good way of getting you in a little bit of a spell, And I just really love this movie, and that's like for me, that's what the 9 is. The 9 is that feeling like I really am like excited over this movie. That's how I felt with the drama, and yeah, just the some of the visual, like it's one of those movies too where every individual scene individually is just really eye-catching. Like when I think back on each like moment, the restaurant moment, the moments in the house, like when they're sleeping at nighttime, like there's like a memorable visual thing, or like there's something really distinct happening at every given moment in this movie, making the actual experience of watching it just so exciting. And I think it's a really like angry movie too. I think it's getting at a subsection of men that are very insecure and dangerous, and it's targeted there in maybe not in the most nuanced way. This is a lot of young people. I think he said like everyone making this movie was in their 20s, and he's a 26-year-old. So I don't think the dialogue is particularly nuanced, but it does capture kind of the spirit of being at that age and the feelings you kind of might channel. And I don't know, to me, it's just a very primal, reactionary, just very mean-spirited attack on a scary truth that a lot of people, even the people who might appear as kind of quote-unquote nice guys, are potentially capable of something really cruel if given the means to do so, and the kind of green flag. And that's, to me, a really scary thought, and that's what this film just dialed in on so smartly, because it never like did it in a particularly overt way. It was just through the words that were being exchanged and the gestures. There were just so many very eerie suggestions of things, and that's like stuff I love about film, like the drama as well. So, it's weird. I keep bringing that up. But,
I like when they kind of give you a little. They kind of peek. Was it? Mm-hmm. It's like when a door is like just slightly open, and you can kind of see the light peeking through, and you're like, "What is behind that door?" But you're not fully allowed access.
Absolutely, well, perfectly.
So I think,
perfectly. Yes,
I agree. I think there's moments in this film where it kind of plants a seed of an idea, but doesn't really.
And then that seed grows when you leave.
Yeah,
the
when you leave the film. Which I think this film does that really well. It was really a toss up between 6 or 7.
Okay.
I kind of I laid out there.
It was one of those two.
And I also, with a friend I had watched it with, he also came out quite mixed on it. What it does really well in the sense of giving you like a really solid like horror film. Like I could see all the like inklings of like how this is going to have an impact in terms of iconography, the One Wish Willow and just like Nikki as a character and then some of the things that happen in the film. I could
totally see this being like a 2020s
I put that in the same camp because you have like a Talk to Me has moments where it's just like that was the moment or in Bring Her Back like the whole thing with the knife and the cantaloupe and the teeth, and it's like these moments that are like gonna have people talking, or you're gonna see a screenshot from a still from a scene and be like, what happened in this scene? Oh my god! And there are moments in here, and
there's a lot to react to. Did you have a very active crowd as well?
Honestly, there were moments where like people, again, like I mentioned earlier, like people were laughing when it's kind of like I don't know if it's like an awkward laugh or it's like they're uncomfortable so they kind of have to laugh, or if it's but no, generally for me is it either feeling unrewarding or unsatisfying because of how telegraphed everything felt.
That's my only issue, or literally, because it feels inevitable.
Because I
totally feel that,
or because I grew super tired of what it was doing, because there came a point where it was just like it started to lose me, I'd say, like, but for me it's like a once you kind of know what's going on, and also the kind of journey, like again in terms of where Bear goes as a character, we'll get into it, but generally
that's my favorite part of the movie. I think Bear is the cornerstone as to why I've really found this film like quite moving for me. I think the way he's handled generally.
I have a lot to say about Bear as a character, and I also have a lot of suggestions on how I feel like it could have taken it to that next kind of level. Okay. And me and my friend mainly talked about that really as a Bear as a character, and whether like we both understood what he was there to commentate on, but I just
loved how like felt like subversive he was, because I feel like Bear from the beginning of the movie, I kind of genuinely I felt like I had been through a lot of what he was feeling. And I was like, I could see elements of my past self in here. I know people who sort of feel this way, and it's just a very real thing. Yeah. And so you immediately kind of like, oh, I understand, and your guard's like there, and then as you see him kind of see him progress, it becomes this kind of cold feeling, and I thought that was a really effective, and like it hit me.
Yeah, I feel like most
that to me was cool.
Will come away maybe with that. I think. I mean, I think there are some cases where those seeds, being as kind of brief or like again as small as they are, I think that can be really effective for that thing that we talk about, like walking out and having all these thoughts about okay, if they showed this, or like we heard this, does that mean that like something else is happening that we don't we're not conscious of?
Right.
But when it comes to Bear, I feel like it kind of skirts past a lot of the meaty stuff I feel like that we need, that I needed at least, and then I guess my friend, for that kind of commentary, that arc to really like, I think have an impact.
You feel like it was maybe too one-dimensional, or like
flat.
Okay,
like, ultimately, we came out feeling like because you have a character like Nikki who's so much just going on with that character, and then you kind of it's that thing of like she's Barbie and he's Ken. I don't know. I feel like there was like not for me enough meat on the bone in terms of what his character kind of represents.
Okay,
and his arc as well. I think as well. Like I definitely again see what they were going for, but I feel like it's a mixture between things feeling a bit too telegraphed and therefore feeling a little bit unrewarding, and then also, like I said, I feel like more needed for him.
I feel you on the telegraph thing, but
we'll go into it.
For me though, like I feel like if I had to pick anything, I would have said is holding it back. Is I do find like where it goes. Again, I described it as inevitable, telegraphed, kind of what I'm getting at with that, basically.
Sure.
But I guess, like, for me, I was always very intrigued and engaged with how it was visually presented as a film, just purely, like, when it comes to the editing or the music choices or just the way they're performed. I was really, like, always given something to really chew on there. So I was along for the ride. I don't think I ever quite felt like I was lost, but
cool.
But you said the film lost you.
But I'll go deeper.
I was in it.
Generally, okay, so there's like a few points that I have just like as an overview, and then we can get really like deep into like the nitty gritty. Yeah. I generally appreciated how its approach to possession as a concept, instead of it being, you know,
loved that,
manic, angry, kind of like bending back, that sort of. There was little inklings, you know, her walking in reverse, that kind of thing, but generally the approach of going more like whiny or like that kind of shouty, you know, not so much like, again, pure anger, which I thought was just
so unpredictable. That's what I mean. It was visually presented
super unpredictable.
What the actual events of the plot predictable, the way it was presented to me was unpredictable.
I think that is a lot. Oh my god, that was a. What the hell was that?
What happened?
Sorry, I just saw like a massive like hawk.
Like a kite or something.
No, like a big ass bird. Like
like right there.
Yeah, it's crazy. Sorry, this is the biggest bird I've ever seen in my life. Sorry, that just took me out. You should have seen it, bro. It was like a hawk, like genuinely.
I wish I would have seen it.
Oh my god,
that sounds awesome.
Like, okay.
One time a bird flew in here and I screamed. I walked up from the toilet and there was a fucking bird there.
That's awesome.
I was like, what?
That's a
yeah. I scared. I was like, there's a fucking bird here. She came in and she just picked it up and the bird screamed. Like my mum picked up the bird and the bird just like had this screeching noise.
Was it a small bird?
It was a pretty small bird.
Like a pigeon.
Yeah, and it was like flapping while my mum was holding it. I was like, this is fucking crazy.
That is crazy.
Yeah, that shit was wild.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
But hopefully the bird's okay.
They flew away. Everything was fine.
Okay, cool.
No birds were harmed in this house.
Bird on your bed.
Yeah, sure was. There you go, that was wild, man. Scared the fuck out.
Yeah, but however, I would say I think what like I said, it really lends itself to being unpredictable. I think a lot of that has really to do with that relationship between Curry and Nikki's actress.
Indy Neverett.
Indy, yeah. So yeah, I think like a lot of that unpredictability came from, you know, the little mannerisms and all the things she injected into that character.
Sure, man.
But I feel like a lot of that kind of unpredictability, or a lot of that like that approach to something that's less manic, less predictable, kind of falls apart, I think, with how the film wraps up. I feel like a lot of what happens in the ending, and we'll get to it in terms of the ending as a whole, that how that kind of plays out. I just felt that it was just like okay. It was a lot. But
okay.
we'll go into it.
I feel like the ending makes sense.
I thought it was,
I think the ending is like, because this film doesn't hold back as far as consequences, and that's why I kind of interpret the film as very mean-spirited. I feel like I think the things that maybe were lacking for you in your watch were traded out for a very primal energy directed towards what this film's about, like how it's attacking and targeting and commenting on the culture it's talking about. And I think it did it in a way that was very just like impulsive, and through that it maybe sacrificed a nuance that maybe you're looking for, and I think that's totally fair. But for me, the ending made sense. It kind of like, it was a logical ending in my mind, but it was just very inevitable, and I left like, okay, I kind of had given the film some grace early on, assuming something would happen and trickle in, and there would be a bit more of like a deftness to the ending. But it kind of ended in a way that was very just, there we are, very, very, very comfortable. Yeah, and that's kind of how I took. That's my only thing that would have prevented it from maybe getting like a 10 or like something, or liking it even more. So that's it really. But yeah, would you say that is accurate?
I don't know if I'm looking for more nuance. I think it's just more of like
sure, okay, I'm listening.
It's hard to go into without talking about the spoilers. So it is addressed though, in terms of what exactly the points that I'm kind of looking for a little bit more of. But I will say, regardless of all of that, and I think this is why I kind of tipped to a 7, it's like a lot of that work is, that 7 is being held up by what Indy does in the film. And then also, I also think...
what a performance.
Just how I felt after the film wrapped up. I don't think I've ever come out of a horror film feeling ill. Like, I'm not really someone that feels,
Sure.
you know, anything after a horror film. I mean, occasionally you have to kind of chill or whatever, but I needed a good amount of time to kind of decompress.
Yeah, for sure.
And it was because, it really is...
Whole time, yeah.
It really is everything like that Indy does. I mean, I know Curry has an involvement in it. I know it's his script and his direction.
Yeah.
That kind of brings that kind of performance out, but it's just, like, there's so many little decisions, like, again, I feel like it's a testament to that relationship that they had making the film.
Sure.
And we'll get into it, like, the parts that really got me in terms of sickness, but generally the whole ending and how it plays out, tying it back to consequence, it does have consequence, and the question is, like, whether it kind of...
It's very cruel.
Just goes past it, like, goes through it really quick to get to that point, but generally I felt very, like, shaken, you know, and how deeply distressing, depressing, sad it was, you know, just the way that was, that final shot especially, just how that kind of, and then the decision to stay with that environment for the credits as well.
That was very haunting.
It was heavy, and I could see Hereditary being the kind of reference point for that, because Hereditary also had a similar thing. I think it's the closest thing. Even then, I didn't even have that kind of a reaction to something like Hereditary. Maybe if I saw it in a cinema, it would be a different story. But that kind of...
I need to rewatch Hereditary.
Because Hereditary also kind of plays out in this similar fashion where a lot happens in the ending, and it's, like, very distressing.
Yeah, the ending is very jam-packed with crazy shit in Hereditary.
Very, very
I need to rewatch that movie. I saw it when it came out in the cinema, but I would have been, like, 19.
2018. Sheesh.
Yeah, I would have been 19 at the time, and...
Yeah,
I
considering
loved
that's
it.
been a benchmark for this kind of...
Exactly,
What do they call... What's the kind of horror they say it is?
Like elevated horror.
Elevated horror, you know, that whole terminology.
A24 horror. You don't like that?
I don't
elevated horror.
No,
it does sound a bit...
It's just...
It does sound a bit annoying.
It's all horror. I don't know the thing about elevated. It's just quite a... tack on
I guess what's in that,
to the
like,
label. It's
it's like
someone licked a piece of paper, slapped it on horror. It's just like elevate, but it's just clearly out of place. Like horror just exists. It's clean. Keep it that
outside Ariaster and Robert Eggers. What's elevated horror? What else is in there? Do you reckon? There's a Cure for Wellness elevated. I've never seen it.
Maybe the
something like that. Maybe
David Finch Camp. What's his name?
David Finch Camp. Who's that?
Not Finch Camp.
Finch Camp.
It follows.
Oh, David Robert Mitchell.
David Robert Mitchell.
Right,
David Robert Mitchell. There you go. Possession.
Possessor?
No.
The Brandon Cronenberg one?
Maybe. I don't know. I'm
talking
about
that 100%
the Steven
would be,
Soderbergh. Presence.
Oh, Presence. Yeah, perhaps. Yeah. Wouldn't argue that too much.
But yeah, generally I see the reference points in the film. Like
for sure.
It gave me, like, what did it give you? Because it gave me, like, Get Out, Pearl, Talk to Me, Hereditary, Midsommar. I mean, these are reference points that have been said.
Sure,
for you,
it made me think a little bit of Longlegs, actually, just in the way and also just not even just Longlegs, but what's his name, Oz Perkins in general. Like the way the shots are extremely still, and there's a lot kind of packed into the corners of them, stuff like that. Like that happens a lot in Longlegs. Like you'll have a shot of Micah Monroe in Longlegs, like maybe going over files, and it's like her in the middle, but there's a lot of what's it called? What's the term for it? Like blank space.
Shallow focus.
No, yeah, but what's the term? It's in that fucking book I have right there. What's it called? Hold on. Now I don't want to get I got it.
Negative space.
Negative space. Thank you. There's a lot of.
I was about to bust out the film book.
I got right there on the shelf.
How you make them?
yeah. So negative space. There'll be a lot of negative space, and this film did that quite a lot as well. And it would fill it with things that maybe your mind could fill in gaps as to what could appear there, or maybe it's doing something. And in one instance, it's very much doing something. Remember that scene? You know what I'm talking about. Right?
Say again?
The scene where the negative space, something is very much happening in the negative space that is creepy. When they're having the conversation after the first night.
Right.
And they're talking, and then while they're talking in the background, you have...
Who's talking in the first night?
Oh, well, okay, so it's after the first night. Bear and Ian are having a conversation.
Oh, we talk about in the shop.
In the shop, yeah.
Did you just say in the guitar center? Yeah, that's not a spoiler. But no, I got you. Yeah.
No, but but that's a good example of the film using negative space in quite a crazy way.
And also the restaurant scene where she kind of comes out, just like comes into frame.
That reminded me a little bit of Oz Perkins. That's basically what I'm saying.
Yeah, I see it. I see it.
Just made me think of it. It might not have been a reference point, but that's just what it made me think of.
The Indian Navarrete. Yeah, that's how you pronounce it.
It is Navarrete.
Navarrete, yeah.
100%. Okay.
Yeah.
Right.
I wrote it down, like, the kind of breaking it down in terms of, like, sounds.
Sure. Did you hear her, like, say that?
Yeah. She's done, like, a few press things.
Nice.
My feed is just filled with her at the moment.
Oh,
I don't know if that's telling of something, but...
Sure.
Yeah, she's awesome.
Big future, surely. I mean, after this.
Man, I will say my notes here are just super jumbled. Like, there'll be like little minor things, and then it will just be like a really juicy section.
Oh, sure.
So can I just like riff off things? Are we going to get into spoilers? Anything else you want to mention about the film?
I'm happy to open the spoiler door.
Okay, yeah, spoiler door is being opened, so
we can talk about our favourite moments, our favourite...
scenes, moments,
man.
more deeper, juicy character things.
God, this film is just full of them.
There are moments, yeah. That's cool. I'm glad you fuck with it, man.
Oh yeah, no, I initially, I don't know if you noticed on my letterbox, I initially scored it 4 stars.
No, I didn't.
I had it 4 stars with a like at first.
All right.
And it was the following morning. I was like, I love this movie, man. I love it. I was like, I'm still in it, you know.
Yeah.
And that to me is the sign. I was like, let's go, let's go 4.5. This shit's good. So, you
know. Okay, spoiler talk. Yeah. Off the bat, I mean, it's just like a lot of...
I can't wait to I'm going to rewatch it again tomorrow.
Yeah.
I'm really excited to watch the opening block again and sort of see tells in the characters, you know, knowing kind of where things go. Like the opening scene in particular, I feel like is very eerie.
Also see if anything that I've said maybe changes your mind on certain things. Because I feel like I have given it a lot of like thought. Again, I have a lot written down. So we'll see if you agree or disagree on some of these points. I feel like I have examples.
I'll factor them in subconsciously.
Subconscious, writes them down, comes in with pen and pad.
Well, I'm going to try and be in it for the...
No, of course.
Afterwards,
but you'll
reflect.
I feel like in the back of your head, there are like little moments that, maybe we'll see.
Yeah.
Current Joy's needle drop.
Yeah.
They're in the bed.
Yes.
I originally thought it was Dream Ivory because they kind of sound similar.
Okay.
Don't know if you know Dream Ivory.
I don't know Dream Ivory.
But Andy Richter jump scare as Carter. I didn't know he was in this film.
Yeah, as like the boss.
As the dad to Sarah and also the boss of the guitar center. That was also, I like his kind of intro as like, there's a Karen I need help with, and it's like, you can't say Karen. And then there's all sorts of, he's just a lovely warm presence to have in the film.
Definitely, yeah. And I think that YouTube background, the comedy background, like I feel like in a lot of other movies, like the type of jokes you were getting in this would be like really annoying or insufferable, but all like the character acting, it was really appropriate for this film. I felt like it was so well done.
The way the film opened up in the restaurant with the banter between the two.
It was great.
You can't say that. That's cringe, man.
The line readings were so on point. You know.
Yeah.
The inside joke bit got me as well.
Inside joke. Mm-hmm. Yeah. That was what I wrote. That one.
This movie. I don't remember the context of that scene. Fucking hell.
Just throwing up. Yeah. The Hansel and Gretel incest monologue. That was so strange.
Oh my lord! That whole scene might be I think my favorite scene is either that party scene or the one where he's on the phone with the customer service guy. Both of those scenes are amazing.
Those are my favorite scenes too.
No way. My lord! Like I think that part where the customer service guy says it's not something about how it's not any less real because you made it happen. That is a frightening suggestion.
I just love the
like that makes me think that the people on the other end of this one wish willow thing, they are kind of delighting in the delicacies of these wishes as well, and they're trying to sort of justify it or something. Like it's still real. Just because you did doesn't mean it get less real. But that's such an eerie thought to me. Like maybe like an organization making these horrible things happen and sort of trying to like dangle this idea of like it's still real because it's not, I just think that's a really frightening idea.
I think that was one of the best written scenes as well because it balances tone really well. Where it's like, oh, we don't really do that, and then he was like, what? No, but like
exactly
the fact that there's the humor of that because it's like when he picks up, he's like, hey, what's up?
And
then he's like, let me check. It's just like super like, why is he moaning in the mic?
It's really dry and like rough, and that allows it to flip on a dime between humor and eerie.
I think that was Curry Barker as well.
Doing that? Yeah. Oh, nice. Yeah, no, like I think that kind of exact frequency, that tone, that voice being kind of like fed up, maybe like bored of the day, like that sort of
like an office worker, but he's like an office worker for like the purgatory or some shit.
Yeah, like that languid tone. That's it's funny, but it's every bit as eerie as it is funny. So when it wants to be scary, it can be, but without even it's like a flip of a dime.
Yeah,
fucking class.
But then in that scene, well, I mean, I'll go into that.
Just as a film, man, this shit is just so much to chew on.
He's cheesy.
I love this shit.
He's
man.
glazing.
I'm just thinking about the way they executed every little moment is so class. Yeah,
that sad face that Nikki does.
Oh my god. Oh, I loved that, man. That was so fucking good.
Cuts too.
Just that decision is insane. That's gotta be like that's on some drama shit. Like when she's talking and everyone's like freaking
the tension of it.
Yeah, man. The embarrassment.
The Willow box when he turned around and it's it's called Tabby Cat Curiosities. Yeah. I mean, like, wasn't Sammy the cat a tabby cat? Is there a reason there? I don't know.
Sandy.
Yes. Oh my god, it's Sandy. Yeah. I feel like there's more to say about that cat. We'll get to it though.
Sure.
This is the whole thing.
Yeah, this is another one of those movies where it feels like everything's intentional. You know, it's like a lot of the film will intentionally direct your attention to things like the cat and like how the friends are, like Sarah and Ian, how they're interpreting what's going on. Like I noticed, and I'm not sure exactly what to glean from the suggestion of this, but I noticed that Sarah was like, it's not fair on you. She's taking advantage of you.
Yeah, they flipped.
And then Ian was the other way around. Yeah. Ian was like, you're taking advantage of her, man. And I don't know if maybe it's kind of an aspect of Ian not being the best friend because obviously he was with Nikki. And without like jealousy and stuff like that. Yeah. And then Sarah wants to be with Bear, so she wants to give him the charitable, like she wants to idealize him because she's got a bit of a crush on him.
Yeah.
And just the way like these emotions kind of influence the way these things get perceived and stuff, because we have a desire that we want to fulfill or something, and that is kind of what Bear's going through in a very extreme way, and then that desire gets kind of feeded and turning him into like his worst potential, basically. Just a really, it just occupies that like gray area of like human psychology that's just really like, it's just so normal. It's just something you see a lot, and I just feel like there's a fear there that this film understands, and that to me is just so cool. It's just cool to see a film zoom in on a very singular, specific kind of eerie thing, I guess, about like maybe the social dynamics of things, and I feel like this film did that really well. And it's stuff like that makes me think of that. So that's part of why I'm fucking with this.
That's cool.
Because it's just a cool angle for a horror movie to take, regardless of how it's... And then on top of that, the actual, like, the practical effects and the sound work, like, the freaking brick scene, like, the way that felt, like, just the... Oh, man, like, it's just like, as a film, very, like, impactful, you know, with its own voice. And I saw Cory Barker was the editor as well. I was very impressed by that. Yeah, that was cool to see.
You also did the design for the One Wish Willow box.
Oh, did
with
he?
His mum.
No way, that's cool. Nice. EVK.
I said Ian adds much well needed levity. I think a lot of the scenes that he has with Bear is like super just fun.
That dude is
like,
fucking fun.
They're in the back and he's Nikki sums up with Nikki. Is she on MDMA? Or something like that, and then he's like, well, and he's like, I'm not gonna tell you. And he's like, well, why'd you fucking bring it up? Don't bring up then and then don't tell me, you fucking asshole.
He cracks me up.
And then I just think the whole film had like a nice balance between horror and comedy, like the vomiting and it's an inside joke, and then it cuts to him outside. I think that was
good like cuts.
Comedic Nikki cuts, watching Bear sleep as well, like
when she was in the corner. Oh my lord!
No, but that made people laugh. Like because like he was
that was funny, but I was just like, fuck, she was there the whole time. Obviously, you would never think it's her because it's just nothing but like a shadow. That was fucking sick.
And then obviously that car scene where he's like, hey, do you want to reverse a wish? And then he's like, no, I want to change it. I want to change it.
He wants to alter it. Yeah.
And then he comes back and he's like, okay, then I want to get rid of the wish.
And he can't do that either. We don't do that either.
Why would you
make me think? You made me think I could do that.
Why did you make me think I could do that? Which again, it's like I love the fact that he has that background in comedy to weave that in.
Exactly. He's able to find like the humor in it that is in a way that's not forced. It's like that's the thing about it. That's funny.
Stronger for it to be a lot more memorable. Instead of to flow past you, there's moments that kind of
absolutely
stick with you because of that. The whole like there was that kind of dark comedy of after Nikki kills Sarah.
Yeah.
And she's like, oh, no, it's fine. It was your fault. It's like, it is kind of your fault. She's like, I don't know. That
because that's in that example, the comedy, in that example, the comedy is kind of emboldening the horror of what's happening.
Yeah.
It's sort of
because it's like, it's an insane reaction to have.
Exactly. Like the fact that that's the reaction makes it kind of scary.
Yeah. And then when he comes back at the very end, back into the shop, and then you kind of hear it fade out in the dialogue because it like focuses on the One Wish Willow, but then you hear in the background, it's like, well, you could also kill yourself. It's like the guy, I wish there was that whole guy where it's like, oh, like it's too early for this. Don't be doing that in here.
Yeah.
I just thought that was also like a really
sure.
What a weird oddball character. Like just a guy, just a dude that's like he understands the mechanics of it all.
Exactly.
Just
like,
to
insert into this.
Just like he's like a customer service guy, but he's like treating it like it's nothing. Whereas
like,
this guy is coming to your store covered in blood. I just think
to insert that very what's the term, like what's the word I'm looking for, like like unbiased kind of presence maybe to the situation, who's just sort of like the middleman of it. It's just a funny thing to insert into this really
just super again you see that YouTube like comedy kind of injected into those little moments there. It feels like and you could take out any little moment and it would kind of stand on its own.
Absolutely, man.
All the little like IP like was it copyright changes they made to like different brand things, or it's like Reddit, Threadit, Probe, Google, or like with a ChatGPT, a Genie LM. Yeah, you would probably be on Reddit, or not Reddit thread about this.
Sure.
Ooh, okay, yeah. In terms of coming back to my point on, it feeling unrewarding, and things feeling a bit too telegraphed, it wasn't just the ending for me. Like, obviously, the fact that the cat died from eating the pills, and then they kind of full circle that with him eating the pills and dying. Sarah as well, just the way that scene was telegraphed. I think there are scenes in film where it's like something bad's about to happen.
Yeah, they're going to bring it back. You see like something at the beginning, and it's like that's going to be relevant.
I'm talking about the way that scene between Bear and Sarah when they're in the parking lot and they're talking, and just the way that kind of it's like something bad's about to happen. And then it happens, and then it's just that. But like for me, just because of that felt telegraphed. Also the Jenga, like the fact that like literally as we were watching it, he picks it up, and then I turned to my friend, and we both turned to each other, and we're like, it's gonna say he's gonna, they're gonna have to kiss.
Sure.
I don't know. I feel like. Is it a bad thing just because it's
I mean, the way I see it leads to a good scene though, so I don't think it's like a problem. Like you can tell it's coming because it's still a good scene regardless, and it adds to the stakes. So I feel like for me, I knew that something bad was coming in that Sarah car, but like it was just a matter of like when's it coming, and it's holding you, and the music's playing, and I think the film is very conscious of the fact that the tropes and stuff. So to me, I feel like it wasn't like a drawback at least, because I think it was using the tropes to its advantage, understanding what the effectiveness of them. So that's kind of.
I mean, people critique like Chekhov's gun and that sort of thing, where it's like you introduce something and then it will have a payoff later. But I feel like I think all of that stuff just comes back to it, like coming back to that feeling of it feeling a bit too constructed, where it's like I think
it's a matter of how you felt. It's a matter of how you felt.
Whether those things take you out, whether those things are bad, that's completely subjective. But I think
that's what I'm saying. But it's a matter of how you felt when you were watching it. When I was watching it, I was conscious of the movie structure and stuff. I was like, I'm still in it. Like I'm excited for it to happen regardless. Whereas in another movie, maybe that's not quite as adept in the way it's executed. I might be like, is it going to do the thing? But I didn't feel that way with this movie. I was there.
You were in it. I was in it
completely. I just loved the way it was executed. So because I knew it was going to, whatever it was going to be, this movie had given me full confidence that it was going to be in a way that was satisfying.
Yeah.
And then she rocks up with a fucking I was like, this fucking sure. And it was just like, perfect.
Yeah.
And also the kissing and the thing, like it led to that face and like. I was like, perfect. This is like this is a memorable moment. So I've got no beef with that personally. But I think it's totally reasonable for someone to watch it and have that like, are they going to do this reaction? That's fine. It's again, like you said, totally subjective.
Sure.
But for me, that was additive though.
Yeah, there were like two little more moments. So obviously that line where he goes into the store and he kind of playfully jokes about her. It's like, what people they come back and say it doesn't work, or do they come back and complain? And then later, obviously, that was a nicer one, I feel. And then the tiger's eye as well, like that coming back, him placing it on the countertop before he kind of tries to figure out like what would be the right angle to for me to just like immediately once I pull the trigger.
What do you think of the $1 billion joke? I was kind of.
I don't know, man.
I was in two minds about that.
A lot about the last 10 minutes, like that, just kind of like.
Yeah, that was the one.
I have a whole paragraph just for that whole kind of stretch.
Oh, really? Okay. Well, that was the one joke that maybe kind of took me out of it a little, just because of the kind of shoddy effect of it coming from the ceiling, and obviously they don't look up. Neither of them like look up to see where it's coming from or anything.
And him just going no. But I don't know. I feel like
it would be like
in the same way. It's
that's
like,
kind of
works,
YouTube.
But it doesn't work.
It does. It kind of there's a charm in it because of the sort of hokey sort of YouTube adjacent.
For the kind of ending it's spiraling towards, I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm not sure if that really fully landed. 100%.
Like it makes sense for Ian to just like, okay, I wish for $1 billion.
Yeah,
and then it's kind of like in It Chapter 2 when Richie's going.
I haven't seen it,
oh shit! Yeah. Well, Richie, the kind of the germaphobe, the super conscious about like germs and whatever.
Yeah, okay.
He goes back to they all go back to Derry to try and like.
Right.
He's getting. Let me skip to the fucking. I'm doing too much setup. Basically, there was a scene where he's gets confronted by this like really like this leper.
Okay.
Like a really ill man,
right.
And like he's just like choking, like he's getting pressured and choking this creature out. It's like fuck you, and then it goes super slow motion, and then it starts playing that song. Where it's like,
that'll take you out. Yeah. Oh, really? That's
and then it's like, and then it cuts back into like the vomit and everything. Like, oh, it's disgusting. Cause I think it's like
this movie's version. That's the equivalent.
It's like a really like like what like the ridiculousness of like this like him screaming no, and then all the money dropping. Some people will find that really funny and like whatever. But,
sure, yeah. Oh, the guy who I ran into, he liked that part.
That's cute.
He liked that part.
Okay, yeah, this one. Yeah, there was like a moment or two where it felt like, again, coming back to that thing of like, I think my overall problem is like feeling like I can see what the script is doing, and I feel like that's always it's a similar thing to like whenever editing, you kind of don't want these elements of a film to stand out because then it kind of takes you out of being in the film. So like when they're at the restaurant and then he's getting the phone call from Ian, and then we have this moment. Okay, now something needs to switch because it's like this comfortability. They're like together, and there's nothing that's kind of. There's no distrust yet.
Yeah.
So, like me, I looked up her dad, and like he doesn't have cancer, and it's like. And then like and then she comes out, and it's like it's just like I don't know, man. It's just like things feeling like it has to happen because the script demands it. It needs to happen.
I know the feeling you're describing. I felt the way you're feeling with plenty of movies that are in all accounts well-made movies.
Yeah.
But you could just sort of see through the vision or what they're attempting to do. And
yeah. That one is more of a nitpick.
Yeah,
to be honest,
I can resonate with what you're describing. I guess and it's not even that I didn't feel that way. It's just, again, it's similar to what we were saying earlier about like the Chekhov's gun thing, or like we could see the tropes they're using.
Yeah.
Like I see that, and it's like, they've added another spanner in the works. I can see how the script is gonna
because it leads to that moment where she's like, no, and that's like such a good
like
moment,
for me, so. I'm just there, like I see that, and I'm see what the script's building to, and I'm like, I'm right away. I'm like, okay, I'm excited to see how this all transpires.
But this is it,
and I'm cool with that because I know the movie's gonna pull it off. We
got the little moments that like stand out, but then you need to have like the tether, right? It's like, what is the tether? Is the tether a strong piece of rope, or is it just like a flimsy piece of string? And it's like it's somewhere in the middle. Where for me, it's like. I think that the moments are moments, and sometimes scenes are constructed and they're really good. Like the party scene, I think like accomplishes everything it needs to. That's why, personally, for me, one of my favorite scenes in the whole film.
Yeah.
But even then, there'll just be like these little thin tethers, not thin, just like medium-sized tethers that like are not as strong and stiff as some of the ropes that have been scattered throughout the film. I know it's a weird like image, but it's just like that's how I see it. I see like the beat sheets. You have a whiteboard, or you have a wall, and you have all these postcards of like moments, and you have the little strands connecting them, right? Or like little beats that would get you to that moment. And I think for the most part of the film, those beats are like solid, but I feel like there'll be moments.
I don't think the film stumbles in this regard at all. Personally, I think everything you're describing is pretty harmonious. The only thing maybe you have an answer to this. There's something I was thinking about.
Sure.
Like one thing I did think as I was watching it is like I don't know, Nikki's like mum, I guess, or like guardian, like is nowhere, and that's kind of curious. And also, I also think logically. It's kind of strange that, like, I don't know, Ian and Sarah seem pretty, like, 100% confident that Nikki, she's clearly not mentally well.
Yeah.
It's kind of surprising that at no point does, like, a doctor show up or, like, no one calls, like one of them or something. Like, I don't know. I feel like in this situation, it would make sense for one of them to maybe, like, I don't know, be proactive in that regard, since they can clearly detect it and are seemingly pretty responsible young adults. And I know stuff like that. There's kind of convenient things that are being missed. What's the word I'm looking for? Not missed.
It's just like plot holes, like little
stuff like that,
or like for example the One Wish Willow, like this was actually I saw a reel someone did, like Corey kind of playfully addressed it and did like, well, it is a plot hole, like no one's like
personally I'm very
like,
rarely
the whole thing of like,
I'm not that guy.
If there's
like,
this
I don't care
for this one I don't care. I'm not like that.
I'm not like it's a movie about like it's got magic in it, you know. Like I'm not like a cinema,
the mechanics of it.
I'm not like a Cinema Sins type guy. But I was thinking like I think maybe that could add a level of like tension and spikiness if you have like maybe I don't know, Nikki's mum is like worried and it's like she doesn't know yet that she's turned into this like kind of possessed thing. Like, that would be like so another layer of like, oh, that's so frightening. She's going to discover that her daughter's like not who she is anymore. She's been overwritten by this wish. And
that
like
could have been interesting.
You know, so stuff like that could have been additive again to it. It just wasn't in there, and it was like, okay, now I'm thinking, why is that not happening?
Actually,
you know what I mean? So
that is actually something that I'll actually tie back to something later.
Yeah, I'm not sure if there was an explanation for that in the movie.
No, I don't think it was. It was just like there was obviously the mention about the dad. She's not close to him. He lives in Washington, and then obviously the only mention of her mum is that scene where she gives him the tiger's eye. The tiger's eye.
Yeah.
She gives him the tiger's eye and then mentions it was a gift from my mum.
Yeah.
Passed down from her mum. The ending. Now this is the whole section for the ending.
Oh yeah. Okay.
For me, those last 10 minutes, so much. I think the reason why that ending just doesn't work for me is because so much unfolds in such a short time, and I feel like there are some times where endings where shit happens, and like, sometimes it can really work, but I think like the way that ending was constructed as a whole, in terms of the edit, in terms of the score, in terms of the sound, really just didn't work for me. I think.
Really, I'm surprised.
It was kind of messy, honestly. Like you have like,
I feel the complete opposite. I'm really
because you have that moment.
Explain. I'm trying to see how it could be perceived.
Because
to me it was not messy enough. I felt like it was too tidy. That's my issue with it.
Too tidy.
Yeah.
No, I think for the messiness in terms of a construction, in terms of what's actually happening in the scene, that's fine. Like if you want to have this scene where they all come back into like, for Nikki to once she reawakes, for her to see all of her friends kind of in this situation, I think that's perfect as an idea. In terms of execution, I don't exactly know the inner outings of. Did I say that?
The ins or outs.
The inner outings, the ins and outs of the inner workings of like what coverage they had, blah 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 blah. But it was like the cutting from he gets thrown on the sofa and then she's on top of him and she's screaming. Now she has a gun. Obviously they kind of planted that seed earlier, but like you could imagine like that was a long time since the beginning of the film, and it's like one little line that kind of slips by, so it's a bit like Joe, she has a gun now, and then she's like gonna shoot herself, and then Ian all of a sudden comes out and he's like, dude, I got $1 billion. Then he just comes in and he gets shot. It's like, just rewatch that scene. When you watch that scene again, see how that scene is constructed, like so much, like the cut, and then the soundtrack as well, just like, well, not the soundtrack, but the score, the sound work, sorry. That's another point which we'll get to, but just all these like rises and like it's just to me very messily constructed.
Well, I mean, I remember everything you're saying.
Yeah,
I don't know. Like, I found it all
for me tonally as well. Like I also was just like,
could you not? If I'm playing devil's advocate, could you not chalk that up to it being like a climactic, purposefully chaotic final stretch where the sound is supposed to be doing that because it accentuates how manic the situation is. Like all these things are colliding, but blah blah blah, and then you're feeling that, because I kind of felt that. I felt all of it was readable on screen. I didn't notice anything dodgy with like the blocking or the cuts personally. Maybe I'll notice that on a rewatch, but I don't know. I kind of felt like that's what it was going for, and maybe to me the reason my issue with the ending is that it was just very like what I kind of would expect.
Sure, they'd kill himself.
Yeah, it just makes sense. And I'm like, okay, cool. That, and then now we'll just simmer on the movie. Sweet.
Sure.
And I was kind of assuming maybe somewhere along the way there'd be like a bit more of like a, like, now think about this, like a final like thing. But I don't think we really got.
Just think about like how much stuff happens in the very last 15 minutes. Like Sarah dying, him going, and then the shop, and then him going to Ian's, and then you go from Ian's to the house, and then you see so much has changed in that house.
Sure.
And then Ian just pops out from, and then that whole ending happens. I don't know. I just for me, I think it's like it spiked my like it just was like so much like, and I guess like you could say that's intentional, but I think just based on it like. Just like again, just construction wise, I just didn't. Okay. I felt like it didn't.
I'll think about
it
that.
It didn't get me to where I needed to be for the ending.
All right, that's fine. Yeah, no, I'll keep that in mind. I think now that you've described it, I can see maybe where it could I appreciate your description of it because I can see why it came off that way. But I guess that's how I felt when I watched it. It felt like a kind of
like
ending
messy
point.
and like intentionally because it's like she's kind of reached a max, like kind of craziness.
All of these like points kind of colliding.
But it's just like man, I don't know, man, because it's like so, again, think about like in terms of the story as well. Like so much is like so they've just buried they've just taken care of Sarah's body.
Yeah,
and like for Nikki to like off screen go from there to like this super angry, like rageful with gun, like I don't know, I feel like it's just like we beelined it, we sprinted to that ending of her holding Bear, and I feel like because of how much the earlier points of the film, it really let you kind of sit in the darkness, in the space of it all, and I guess like maybe it's intentional,
it's like a slow rev
for things to just like ramp up and go batshit crazy.
It's like, to me, it's communicating that we are not anywhere close to where we were before. We're now somewhere new.
Yes,
that's why I think it communicates.
For how much we spend time in that ramped up, like I feel like it wouldn't hurt to just have thought about a different way to approach that ending. And I think that's for me. That's in terms of how I felt coming out of the ending. You know,
sure. We also got to talk about. I mean, maybe you have it here, but that scene where. The moments where she sort of flashes into her real self are very eerie, but particularly obviously the scene where she's asleep and is saying, "Please kill me."
Oh yeah,
man. And then you have Bear, like he takes it insecurely. He says, "What's so bad about being with me?"
Nikki, something that kind of I thought about after the film, not so much during the film, but just I feel like maybe there's a bit of inconsistency in like.
Oh yeah, I'm sure there is. I kind of assumed there would be. It like kind of amplifies as it goes along. She gets like kind of way more. Like the moments where she's like whiny and childish, and angry and rageful. I think the idea that you don't fully know what the real Nikki's experiencing, and when you do, it's like on the phone she's just screaming, like, "Here, listen to the real Nikki," and on the phone it's presumably whatever this like purgatory dimension is. Yeah, where maybe these consciousnesses are being like held captive in like pure turmoil. The idea that Nikki is just in pure hell constantly, and you don't really your mind can just fill in gaps there. That's I think quite effective from like a horror point of view. And the mechanics of the One Wish Willow, I wouldn't be shocked if there are like just some things that don't quite add up, but there's enough like middle ground gaps for you to sort of be a bit like freaked out by it, and that comes to a real haunting ending point when you do hear her say like, "Just please kill me," and Bear's like, he's fully concerned with trying to make this work. And that's just like a very frightening thought, you know, because I think people do shit like that. Like the One Wish where they're like, just like wish all over praying, or like, "Please can she notice me?" And like, that's some real shit. You know, people, and they're in some way he is hoping it works. You know, otherwise he wouldn't have actually done it. It like seems kind of pathetic. Like, you know, it's like a corny thing.
Yeah, 11. Do you know about 11?
What's that? It's like a myth or
no? It's like
11.
11. The time, like it was 11.
Oh yeah, like superstitions and like stuff like that. You know, like the idea of somebody like putting faith in that, and just because like just the psychology of it. It's a very human thing, and just amplifying it and turning it into a really, really like eerie, cruel suggestion of what this person is capable of, and just how many people may be capable of this. I think it's a really cool way to make you reflect on that, and that scene as like a kind of collision point was, I think, one of the most powerful parts of the movie in how it just got at its point, like its targeting.
I did like the idea that not the idea, just the fact that Bear was gonna chicken out of the pills, and then obviously she used the willow, so it's like a cool image to hang on there. That kind of cowardice of, like, exactly, his characters is like this. Even to the end, he's like, he kind of convinces himself that maybe it could work. Just that denial, that insecurity taking over. That's him throughout the whole film, really. It's really a movie about men being scared of. We will get I have so much juicy stuff here, man, about the. How much more have you got? I'm sure quite a lot. To weird movements as well. Her weird movements. Oh my! I don't know Lord. If they like, the way they would cut away from them instantly, and you're just like, what the hell was that? Was that her? There was obviously the bedroom, like that weird like. And then also her walking in reverse, and then all of a sudden she just like takes one step forward. Yeah, it's like and then cool. In this film, I was a big fan of how the film was lit. I mean, I was a big fan of how it was lit too. The shit was lit. Yeah. Just the way that shadows were used and the glints in her eyes as well. Like multiple moments. For example, the porch. Just
especially
after
there were scenes near the end where it was like, I'm not even looking at the same person. Like, how the fuck
no,
did she?
Definitely not.
How does she like just the way her face? I was like, she looks unrecognizable.
But like that scene where
actor.
She comes with the red dress, and the way that the light, like, this is kind of like there's someone else in her body, like this is kind of like bright glint that kind of looks evil, sinister. And then obviously when he makes the wish, just that shot of her in the porch, just completely darkened. Obviously all the bedroom stuff and just the way they use the lighting in the house. The I'm your freaky Nikki keep on watching her eyes. It's just nuts.
My eyes were on her eyes and I did notice them just sort of shifting throughout, just adding to that kind of just that freakishness of her character. So cool.
Even before she was turned, like just the way Indy would use the eyes, like when they're out in the outside, and then she does the like kind of eye roll.
One of my favorite scenes as far as Indy's acting was right after he makes the one wish willow. And she's like kind of trying to
the playful like running around the
banter, and she's like lying about the dad. She's like, I'm just a mess right now, a wreck right now, whatever she says.
And then she gets out.
It's like just stretching the truth to get something that you want, and like, you know, just that awkward space that is, it's just, again, it's a very real thing, and just the way he played in that was so awkward.
It's just
so
like
good, man.
It really does.
You could feel that something was off, that she's just not herself anymore.
You just made me think about something else in that moment. It's she's tapping into this kind of, for him as a character and the kind of man that he is. Just the kind of like, she like needs me, like she needs my help, or she needs something from me.
Feeding
and it's
that idea,
she's playing into that by kind of being like, what's wrong with you, you're so like crazy, like
sure.
And then the kind of fascination from him of like trying to almost like control it.
Absolutely. Because like he it's like he's scared of being cringe. He doesn't want to ask her out because he can't be perceived as cringe. That's the movie's about, not being cringe. Like men can't be cringe, and that's what's led to all of this.
He is cringe.
As in, like,
friends, we're nice. You use a friend.
Yeah.
Sure. I think there's definitely an interesting kind of representation of those kind of guys.
For sure.
Some of the zooms as well. Like, I don't know if all of them were organic or if some of them were like digitally altered, but it's just like the very easy ways to make a scene more dynamic is just the kind of like to creep it in a little, either in the restaurant or when she's holding the potted plant and it's going back and forth and it's like, what's up, like why are you just holding this potted plant kind of in front of you, what's going to happen next. I
also think it's really interesting how in the last conversation Bear has with Sarah, it kind of seems like he's starting to like her a little bit. They sort of have a bit of a moment.
Sure, yeah.
And that's really interesting because that to me suggests that Bear doesn't really love Nikki. It's like this idea of what she can fulfill.
Yeah, 100%.
And Sarah is like now becoming that, and now this is like a real. He's like he's kind of learning what like a real thing could be, because he's been indulging with this kind of more fake thing, this possession from this wish that isn't like it didn't organically happen.
No.
He forced it to happen, and now this is organically kind of happening.
There is a conversation,
and he's like, shit, wait, this is, you know. Yeah, no, anyway.
Love versus romance. That scene in the car when Nikki's driving and she's like, I want to write more. Like, I want to quit my job to write more.
Sure.
I need more like love in my life. And it's like, so it's a romance. And it's like, no, that's like a core theming in the film. Definitely. The question of love, which is...
Can't wait to rewatch this, man. I'm so excited.
Romance, which is like more like the kind of the spectacle of it, you know, just kind of the acts, the kind of the thrill of it.
Of course.
Whereas love, like real love, is commitment. It's all these deep things. Whereas Bear is just super superficial.
Has no concept of this. He's not really concerned
about. He's wrapped around like kind of it's a selfish endeavor. It's like
that's a fantastic foreshadowing. Holy fuck. Oh, I can't wait to rewatch this movie.
Sound design and score. Now, this is for me a very passionate point because it's embedded throughout the whole film. One could say the zoom ins and like the score and the sound work. It's part of the film's identity. It made me think about a lot of what we were talking about with The Mummy, right? It's like exaggerated sound.
Yeah.
The takeaway, you came out thinking like it was a bit too much.
Yeah, I didn't think it worked in The Mummy.
For me,
didn't work.
I had an opposite effect, which is interesting. But with this one, I felt like the sound stuff didn't work for me, sadly.
That's crazy.
Because it just like the thuds and like the stingers and all of this. Like
it's so much more contextually appropriate in this than The Mummy. The Mummy was just getting way too carried away with it, I thought.
It just, I don't know, man.
And you think in this one, it took you out of it? That's wild.
Yeah.
In The Mummy, it was like it was cartoonish, and I was like, right away, like no tension, no like.
Some of these scares were just like made more cheap because of these thuds and these rises and these like just like all that stuff. For me, it just didn't work.
That's crazy.
And then the score, I don't necessarily know what it was going for. Like it was like more synthy.
Yeah,
just like more ambient.
Sure.
I don't know if that worked for me either. Because sometimes I didn't feel like I wanted it there. Like when he says goodbye to Nikki, or like when he finds her after like comes home from work, or just like the ending as well. I just think the way like how it kind of was laid over the scene with the $1 billion.
Yeah.
And also the ending as well is the most egregious. Oh my god, this is the thing with the score. The amount of times you'll notice it on the second watch. Or maybe you did on the first watch. The amount of times they would have the score, and it's for me, it was just I got tired of it immediately.
Right.
Where sometimes it would work, but where they'd have the music and then they would just cut. It adds identity. It's I'm sure for most people it won't be a big thing, but I think they.
I remember that.
I think this is my problem with the film overall. It's like they'll overuse a lot of good things too much, and then for some people it adds to the identity of the film. Sure,
yeah.
As a case in point, I don't know. Like maybe
I remember exactly what you're talking about. My take on what you're describing is with how they use the music and why I think it was really effective.
Yeah,
is because I think to abruptly cut the music away is to remind you in the next scene when the music's gone that horror is waiting for this character. And it's like, and you know that like that is waiting for him later. Like that's coming, it's going to come back. So for me, it's like, just even when you think you're away from it, you're not away from it. That's the effect it had on me as I was watching, and that's why I think it works. But I totally see what you mean, and they did use it a few times, so I can see maybe if it was like a bit repetitive. That's fair.
Yeah.
I think for me it was again. I think it just added to the identity for me ultimately. I don't think it detracted from my personal experience, but I think it's fair what you said, because I think for me what it was is it hung you in that space when by jolting you out of it. It's like fuck, I'm away from it, but that's still there. Like there's gonna it was rising up and we got away from it. I don't think it deflated the tension. I think what it does is it makes you keenly aware that tension is around the corner.
The pitch shifting of the voice, I actually did like that.
You did like that?
Yeah.
Yeah, no, that was great. I loved
Where
it.
it's like
that shit was fucking awesome. I took that as like maybe the consciousness getting like warbled or something, like or maybe like the real Nikki was like kind of fighting against. That's kind of how I took it. And that's just an interpretation.
It was the bed. For me, there was the bedroom scene where she's in the corner, and it's like you could tell it's been like pitch shifted, and also I think the ending brings that back as well.
Yeah, it's like a reminder that like this person has been like corrupted,
like possessed. Like it's something.
It's a cool way to present that idea. Because I mean it's a fine line too. That's the kind of thing that could be extremely goofy, but I think it works.
Yeah, they
played their cards right.
This was a moment I didn't like. How it was edited. It was the restaurant where she said, she asked him, well, why does it matter? And then because she's like asking, why does it matter about me?
Yeah, the lie.
And then he says, doesn't matter to me. And then it cuts to them having sex, and it's just like this. What does it remind me of? December maybe. Again, as a moment, like I think it's important to show something like that because it plants for me. It gives me the idea that like he's just like raping her. Yeah. Like it just
that's exactly what I thought.
I just got.
That's the suggestion. Yeah.
I like the Easter egg of Barker's pub. Like when it cuts to the pub scene. That was a nice little Easter egg. Sure. Okay, this is my whole like indie Navarrete section. Yeah, just super unpredictable, as we've mentioned. But I think her as a character is so compelling. Yeah, I haven't felt like this kind of bad, like I don't know, physically ill for a character since like Laura Palmer.
Yeah. I think the idea of like a person who like an innocent
passenger in her own body
with hopes and dreams, just like because someone else is insecure,
selfish
and doesn't want to be cringe and just desperately can't get their mind out of this thing. Like they just have this obsessive thing.
Yeah.
And just because of that alone, this person has just been completely denied all of that.
And forced to live with that ending as well. That was the most depressing thing. I think that's why I put it up to Laura Palmer in a similar fashion, being a passenger in your own body, things happening that you can't really...
So frightening.
That you're not, it's just, it taps into an anxiety and a fright. It's just that's
Same.
So effective.
I had a chill just thinking when it
my
first
God,
kind of...
man.
When it started spiraling
the way that performance played out in the end was just unreal. That she's she's as possessed Nikki about to put the gun in her mouth and pull the trigger, and then you just see and then that slow just kind of retreating back to this kind of just you feel so bad for her. I mean it's so depressing, and it makes me upset thinking about it, because it's she plays it so well in just letting it be a sob and not so much a loud wail or scream. It's just the realization that, and also just the idea that's planted of tying it back to the car scene where he's on the phone with the One Wish Willow company. You get that idea planted in your head that she's in perpetual torment or pain. For her to also perhaps even be a passenger, being able to, it's the balance between what is she witnessing everything that's happening, or is she fighting back, or is she... Because there's multiple moments...
She's dealing with the perpetual pain and everything, but the consciousness that this person Bear, that she found solace in or saw as a friend, is
using her
exactly
fully.
Just and just aware that all of that was just sort of all he saw was potential to get something he wanted.
And
that's
to
all
see
it was to him,
how she was forced to hurt her friends, and then being left with all of it. Even in the end, we know as an audience, we knew that he was going to chicken out, and had he had done that, that's just more suffering for her. So it's living with the fact that she sees now her situation. How do you recover from that? You're just going to be traumatized to the max, and then also how do you explain? She could just be locked up. I don't know, in some kind of a headcanon. She's thrown into a mental institute.
Sure, man.
For because you look around, it's how do you explain that?
Exactly.
It's a naked dead body of someone's bash. It's insane. I think perfectly performed. Every little nuance.
Yeah, I can't imagine anyone else pulling off. I think Indy brought so much.
Man.
She gave something that only she could give, and really made this character her own in a seriously moving and, like you said, very depressing, bleak way. Yeah, man. I knew, again, with all the buzz going into it, I went into this thinking I'm here for a ride. Let's go. And I'm just continuing to be so surprised at how for me this movie is in just the layers to it. I was man, I can't help but. That's the thing. That's the sign when you can't help but not think about it. You have to without even realizing it. That to me is the tell, and it's damn, I really like this movie. And that's what I didn't expect. I didn't expect that. I was expecting just a romp, a wild, fucked up, crazy, The Substance or something.
Oh my God!
But this reminded me of The Substance a lot. That's something you haven't seen The Substance yet, have you?
No.
I remember you saying in one of the CD Small Games videos, this movie reminded me of The fucking Substance in how it used the form, as in the music and the editing, to really ram its point home. Fully using everything that is filmmaking to let you know how this movie feels. That's something The Substance does really well, and I think I wouldn't be shocked if that was a reference point. But that's kind of what I thought. I thought it would be emphasizing just that sort of sensorial experience. But this ended up being a much more cerebral experience, and that's kind of where I was surprised by it, and where I'm really, really growing to love this thing. Any final thoughts, or is there anything you want to bullet point?
The B for Bear necklace changed from a B to a spiral.
Oh, really? Oh, yeah. Okay. Oh, no, good spot. Good spot, buddy. Damn. Nikki's necklace.
I would have loved more breaking out moments, her going back into her real self, that kind of thing.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
Maybe one or two more. I feel
it could have fed into the thing you said earlier about them using a good idea too much.
Yeah, for sure.
So, take it or leave it.
Okay, this is my Bear commentary, and I'll just spout it.
Yeah,
it's basically repeating a lot of the stuff that you mentioned throughout this whole chat.
Yeah.
Bear is a loser, though I feel like it doesn't lean into that enough. They have one moment where they kind of call out his behavior, where it's it looks like you're taking advantage of the situation. Considering how sinister Nikki is framed, it feels like it doesn't do enough against Bear. I could see people walking away with the wrong idea.
Dude, I totally disagree with that, man.
Yeah?
I totally disagree with that. I feel like this is a litmus test type shit.
Like a reading literacy.
Yeah,
for sure.
Yeah, and I think that's by design. I think that makes it more scathing to me.
Yeah.
You made that allegory about the door being a little bit open.
Yeah.
Rather than all the way. I feel like that is kind of an element of that, And I don't know, I feel like if it really made it totally obvious that Bear is like a piece of shit, then I feel like the conversation isn't as biting, you know, because it's the fact that these people are just they're everywhere. Like the nice guys that are like really kind of obsessive and like they're like, oh poor, oh, you know, he wants to get the girl, oh cute. Like then it's like he gets the wish and I'm just like, shit, no wait, he all his entire identity is this girl. How many people do you reckon like are in like a crush or in love to that level? Like I think it could be a more possible thing. Like that, I think the reason that is such a powerful part of the movie is because it's just so like kind of not ambiguous, but like it's sort of more like in that middle ground where it's like this could be anyone. You know what I mean?
You could say that, but just because of how the film presents Nikki as a whole, like when she is turned. Again, I feel like some people could walk away just being like
100%.
Based on like how she acts and again how they present with the lighting, with the sinister nature of her character and her actions, and also there is the edge. There is like a subtext of the film of like about domestic abuse.
Yes,
there's moments in the film where she like obviously we mentioned it already, but when she said you made this happen, like you forced this to happen, and that kind of thing of like throughout the whole film she manipulates and gaslights, lies, and all that sort of thing, which someone could see that as like an abusive partner, someone who's trying to manipulate you into staying into a relationship. But I
think what the film's getting at through that is kind of putting, in a way, it's sort of putting Bear in the position that a lot of women probably are in, or like feel like they could be in with any given guy, and like, you know, this is horrible for you. This is kind of like sort of a parallel of what women a lot of the time have to deal with.
I think there is something about that kind of karma of Bear going through everything. Like there was no point in the film where I was like, oh well, you know, because a part of me did feel 100% like he put everything that happened to him was like on him. Like not so much like obviously the murders and stuff, that's like consequences, right? Because you tried to control something that what's the thing, it backfired, right? So I think there's something there about like karma and playing into what you said, like him being met with kind of a parallel to how typically it would go, right?
Like stalkers, people stalk women and shit and they feel unsafe and stuff, and now it's like, well, Bear, now she's obsessed with you because you wanted this. It's like, how do you like it now? You know, this is not right. And yet he's like sort of in his own selfish way trying to like accept it. And I think ultimately you're right. Like people freaking American Psycho, Marty Supreme, but Breaking Bad, people idolize like they think he's super cool or something. And it's like, no, you're right. People are going to misinterpret the movie.
Well, they feel super bad about it.
That's gonna. You're right. That is going to happen. I get you, but I think ultimately, I prefer it to be this way because I think it's revealing for those who do, misinterpret. On top of that, I think it's less of like a PSA. I don't want the movie to come off like it's spelling out its point. I think ultimately it's a more cutting and eerie and frightening point and more thought provoking by opening up the discussions more. And I think to spell it out more, or maybe zone in on like how clearly shitty Bear is, I think makes the conversation more binary.
Do you think that the guy in the shop should have grilled him a bit more? Do you think he should? That's what I'm saying. Like, I don't know. So you mentioned it, like what they do is enough. Like the planting a seed of that he's a horrible person. But do you think like the film could have used like a scene where he gets grilled by the shop owner or the guy on the phone? Or do you think there's enough?
Well, I think the point the film's making is how easy it is for this type of person to skate by. To not get questioned and challenged. Is to suggest that like this is so enabled.
He makes her abandon her like desire to write, right? And then she asks him, "Oh, I never really asked what you do," and then he just makes some bullshit up. Like I feel like he was just taking the piss. Like, I'm going to be a food critic, so I can like go in and blah blah blah. And it's just like interesting to see the stark difference, and also the fact that he says, "Oh, well, I'm a private person." Even you said I was private. So like
nonchalant.
You find out more about him, and it's like the fact that
he was horrifying, bro.
He didn't make an effort. Like if he was really serious about getting with Nikki, like would he be as private? I don't know. Like also it does tap into that kind of like people can see themselves in Barrett a lot, and so sometimes you don't realize it, but you kind of I think set this up for yourself.
I think the film wants people to be like, oh yeah, I feel you, Bear, and then the film ends and it's like, shit, Am I like that? I think the film wants that to happen. I think the film is trying to like say like, guys,
I mean, if it does do that, that's good.
Yeah. I think that's like the moral goal of the movie.
Yeah, I think there's something interesting about like when she does get possessed, she like cooks and cleans, and like she kind of turns into this kind of idealized like trad wife. Like that's a very like current topic, like guys wanting traditional values, values in women, and then you kind of have that character, but then they kind of they push it, and then they show like, this isn't what you want, like this is this kind of like thing you put, are you actually like doing the work, that kind of thing. I don't know, it was just, I thought that was also really interesting. Bear
that was fire.
Bear having moments where he tries to make it work, which I think again ties back to who he is as a person. Like he's saying, like, no, in the car, can I revise the wish? Can I change something about the wish? Can I alter the wish instead of completely outright cancelling it? And then earlier, like,
at never point is he like concerned with like what she's going through. He's like, how can I get what I want? And that's all it is.
It's like he's trying to be rational as well. He's trying to like tell her like, you can't do this, you can't do that, so you can try and be a bit more like what I want.
Yes. I mean, I think like anybody in his position should see what this wish has done and think, why the fuck did I do that? Fucking,
what would be so bad?
What the hell's wrong with me? Why did I do that? But he's like, no, I want to just try again. It's like, what the fuck, bro?
It's like he's 100% taking advantage.
Yes,
of that. And then I mentioned the love and romance thing, which is really interesting. I searched it up, said love and romance are not the same thing. While love is an enduring emotional bond and choice of deep affection, romance is the excitement, passion, and set of actions designed to express that attraction. In short, love is the steady flame, while the romance is the initial spark. Which I mean, it's
very relevant to the movie. Yeah,
because there's no real love.
I totally forgot about that.
Straight like
I totally forgot about that conversation until you mentioned it. I was like, that is definitely important, because they spotlighted that. They gave that a moment for a reason,
Yeah, and he just believes the manipulation. He believes the lives because he wants that for himself. It's a selfish endeavor.
He's trying to fill a hole that is.
But this is the thing,
and the question is like, why is this a hole why is this a thing? In conclusion, I think this movie is the bee's fucking knees. Yeah. I highly recommend it. I think it's going to go down as a high point for horror in the 2020s.
That's nuts.
I think this is like, this is the best horror movie since, I guess, since Weapons, perhaps, I suppose. I mean, but I would put this over Weapons, personally.
Oh.
Yeah, I love this movie.
Crazy.
I love this fucking movie.
Over Weapons. Don't know if I agree.
Yeah, Weapons is great. It's a great movie. But this for me, I was going in ready for a good time, but I was surprised by how much I just found myself just combing over it and just really enjoying thinking about it. Yeah. And everything it goes for as far as its execution as a film, like the look of it, the editing, for me it was just really confident. Like I really start to understand Cory Barker's strengths as a director pretty quickly when I acknowledged like how the characters would interact, that awkwardness, that the way he occupies that space, weaving in comedy. I'm like, he fucking knows what his angle is, and it's such a great hook as well as just a conceit for a horror film. It's out of the gate, it's like engaging, but it really sticks the landing, dude, and gets to cerebral places that just I love it, man. I think it's fantastic. So that's my conclusion. If you want,
Yeah, I think this one will culturally land. I just think a lot of the stuff that it does technically to craft this story, I'm not like a fan of. I think it takes me out a lot of the times. That's fair. But it comes through in the performances. I think across the board, the cast are really solid, and they add so much to those characters, which
100%
already have like a lot of moments that kind of plant a lot of interesting seeds. So yeah, I'm excited to see what he does next. I know he's got a
Texas Chainsaw Massacre. Is that the next one he's doing?
I think he also has another film that
really
he shot already with Aaron Paul.
Fuck off, that's bad.
And
but it's working quick. The film's doing well too financially. I mean, horror movies are fairly cheap anyway.
Yeah, this one was shot for like under $1 million, so it's already.
It looks really good for under $1 million.
It's already made its budget back tenfold. So that's Blumhouse magic.
That's the Blumhouse magic.
Unless they got it after the fact, I don't know. It was interesting. I think it's like it's quite a cool film to look at. For a debut as well. I mean.
Yeah, really strong debut.
There's a story.
Cool, highly recommended.
Yeah,
highly recommended. All right, my first question before we rip the Band-Aid off.
Yeah, how are we going to do this?
How much are we going to talk about the other two albums?
Bumba. Yeah.
How much have you listened to this? Like, how much time have you spent with these three fucking Drake albums?
43 tracks.
43 in total, yeah?
I think so, yeah.
Oh, man.
Put all my chips into ICEMAN.
Same.
I have listened to the other two once.
Literally the exact same.
And that's why I woke up late, because I was like listening to them. Yes.
Oh, really?
But I've skimmed through a lot of times. There's the other two.
Loading. Buffering. Yeah, okay, so Habibti, I've given one front about listen.
Same.
Maid of Honor, I've given one front about listen and change. I've come back to a few.
But yeah, I've put all my chips in
ICEMAN, I've listened to, I don't know exactly how many times. Enough times for me to remember every song.
Cool.
Because I feel like I can remember every song.
Let's see. Let's put it together.
Yeah. So this rollout was fascinating to me. As you know, as I said, I was genuinely quite excited for this album. ICEMAN had the melting ice sculpture in Toronto. You had the nukes for the music video. You had the singles, the episodes.
It took over the whole of Canada.
Yeah, the suggestion to me with all of this was like, this album's like an important big deal. It's like, this is like, he's really going to show something. And I think Drake's entire self-worth and existence is predicated on people thinking he's really cool. And I really think ICEMAN is the strongest proof of this ever.
Yeah.
Here are our scores for ICEMAN.
Yeah, okay.
I'm giving ICEMAN a 2 out of 10. What about you?
5 out of 10.
I fucking hate this album, man.
Yeah, I knew you were going for 2. I knew.
I think ICEMAN...
I'm glad you didn't say 5.
...is absolutely painful, bitter, and ugly. I feel gross listening to this, bro.
Gross?
I feel genuinely...
It's not that deep. Surely not. Gross.
I really feel like... I'm truly on my hater shit. Like, I've never really been like a Drake hater. Like, this is my least favorite Drake album. I think this is
least
awful.
Favorite Drake album.
Yeah.
That's
previously
ridiculous,
that would have gone to Scorpion. But the more I've sat with this record,
bro,
I find every moment of it so fucking agonizing, man. I got a few beats I don't mind, and a couple melodies that are hummable. But dude, every fucking song is subliminals. And it's like, who would give a shit if you didn't like follow this? Like, I don't.
Okay, there you go. I knew it.
Like,
I knew that's where you were going to go with it. I did originally have a thing in my notes.
Oh my god!
And then I deleted it because I didn't agree with it in the end. I said like, a lot of people will probably feel like this album is homework.
Fucking hell, man!
And that will get in the way of just enjoying the album.
Yeah, and that's what it was for me. And I think the production on this album is so fucking boring.
No!
I find the beats on this thing so dull, man.
Disagree.
And it's interesting because
I love this production.
No, it's interesting to me because there was a time, probably not even that long ago, where I feel like I would probably land where you land, like a 5 out of 10.
Okay.
Where like I don't know, like because for ages Drake was like the in my feelings sort of like Drake the type of guy like,
too old for this.
And every now and again he would come through with like a meltdown sort of thing where he's like, oh, he sounds like kind of hard, and it's like, and I would be like, oh, Drake sounds really
alive,
amped up and alive, and it's like, yeah, cool. And I feel like ICEMAN is pretty much like that Drake for most of this.
Interesting.
Excuse me. I don't know what that. I don't know if the mic picked that up. Oh man. No, yeah, and I've arrived at a point where I cannot stand this Drake. I don't want to hear this Drake anymore.
Okay.
I hate it. I think it's fucking annoying because it's just so fucking fake, and it's. I just find it like
fake.
I think Drake appeals to people who want to feel cool and insecure and like that's why I cannot believe grown fucking men like this shit. Like some of these lines are so juvenile and
true.
It's just so like bitter, and dude, I was just like losing my fucking mind. So I was like, oh, I actually really dislike this. And it's funny because first listen I was like, it has kind of the sheen of like a pretty good Drake album. As I continued to listen, I was like, this is just a hollow void of petty fucking man-child.
Okay.
Oh my god.
So that's where you've gone with it. Okay.
And I kind of got like a shudder. I got like a shudder.
My first question.
But does it come off cringe? Victor me petty. That's funny. That's the first thing he's got on his notes up. Yeah. But yeah, what it was though was I thought about the rollout. I thought about the lines talking about like the beef and the ASAP lines, and this motherfucker's a grifter. This motherfucker is trying to convince everyone that think that didn't happen the way it happened, and he wants to pretend like,
Trump.
yeah, Donald Trump. Fuck. I was thinking Homeland. I was gonna say Homeland.
Oh, okay.
But because Homeland is like, you need me. Blah, blah. He's like, and he wants to pretend like he's not doing all this horrible evil shit. In his mind, it's all justified. Yeah. That's like what Drake's fucking doing on this album. When I realized that, I was like, this makes me feel upset. Like I'm like, damn, this is vindictive. I was like, what the fuck? So, I've never like really felt this way with Drake.
So why have you kept on going back?
Well, for the podcast, just to remember the songs. Yeah.
It's agonizing, bro. Yeah, don't listen to it.
Every listen, it's kind of like what you were going through a bully. Like there's like an allure.
Okay,
there's like an allure to what brings.
I'm so fascinated by.
Yeah,
this.
there's like
who is Drake?
There was just like an allure to like how the fuck he's arrived here. I'm done. Don't get it twisted. I'm done with this record. I'm never touching this album again.
That's interesting. Yeah,
but yeah, like I'd have it on just sort of in the background, and the more I'd listen to it, the more I'd find his fucking. He sounds like he's got a cold all the time. He sounds like he's got like two tissues in his nose, like yeah. Now for some love, you're a tennis ball, and
my favorite line. No, I'm joking.
My favorite line is the Kobe Shaq one. I like the Kobe Shaq one. That's the one like
that whole verse in general.
Yeah, national. Okay, I have got a top 3. I've got a top 3.
Let me guess.
Go on, please. Yeah, you can guess.
National Treasure. Make 'em pay.
No.
Okay. Make 'em cry.
No.
Huh. There's no way it's Dust is on there.
There's Dust. Yeah.
Okay. Oh wait, I'm trying to guess. And then the final one.
What's the third one?
Plot twist.
No.
Okay. I'm trying to think of your taste. Shit, is it Burning Bridges?
No, it's not Burning
Bridges. Okay. No, okay, tell me.
A Shebang. The beat's pretty good. Pretty good beat. That beat's got a bit of swag.
The flow, man.
The flow. You heard your album? It's shit.
Mid, skip. Shut the fuck up, Camden.
I'm not saying I like these songs. This is my top 3.
Okay.
Yeah. I like none of these songs.
None of them.
0. I don't like a single fucking one of these tracks.
Yeah, I like some of these tracks.
Yeah. The worst song I think is Too Hard for the Radio. That to me was
song.
That to me was like you said you were looking for the bullshit song. That to me was the closest we got to a bullshit song. Either that or the party one, which is later on. I can't remember exactly.
I don't like. I think the bullshit one was the bullshit one. I mean,
let me clarify. Daniel was like, I wonder what the bullshit song is going to be on this Drake album, because last time it was the Bad Bunny one from For All the Dogs. What were the other examples you gave? Like Ratchet Happy Birthday from Scorpion. Like there's always one. Like the Way Too Sexy.
Yeah.
Like, there's like always one song in the Drake album that's just like, what the fuck is this? And
Janice, bro, that's Janice. Shut the fuck up! Come on.
Yeah, I won't argue that.
He's doing the Like a Lee.
Yeah.
Follow, and he's just doing it so. Ew.
Beep, baby.
Baby.
Oh, that was bad.
That was the worst one.
Do you reckon? Yeah.
100%. Or the Birdie one.
Oh, that's the one I said, right? The one where he's like, party. That's not. Oh, that's Don't Worry.
No, that's the other
that's
one.
Don't Worry, yeah. Oh, and him, I heard it. That's the Little Birdie, right?
Yeah.
Oh, that was rubbish.
It's like a Vegas Virgil.
Yeah, he said like, if Virgil was still alive, he'd hate what's going on. These guys betraying me. Fucking hell, this album is a joke, man. Yeah, no, I know the one. Please don't play it. I look at the cover art, how he's like flexing as Michael Jackson. All he cares about is people thinking he's cool. It's like, it's fucking insane.
I mean,
and I Make 'Em Cry is one of my. I fucking hate that song.
Make 'Em Cry.
To me,
you hate it,
dude. That song makes my skin crawl, because I literally said before, like,
manipulation.
I want him to get a bit more like.
Do you want to know what I wrote? Yeah. Give me a second. No, I've got it locked and loaded.
You put a fair bit of thought into my thoughts. Wow. Camden's going to say...
Forfeiting going deeper. Big ol' F you to Camden.
I felt so, like...
He literally said, fuck you, Camden, I'm not digging deeper.
Yes,
They asked me to dig deeper. I said, I don't want to dig deeper.
Literally. And he said...
fuck you.
And he pretended like, oh, he hasn't got features because he's going... It's for his mental health. It's like, no, you would absolutely have all these features if they fuck with you. No one likes you anymore. Like, you're like, all these people have said, fuck you, A$AP Rocky, fucking all these people. You got Future somehow. 21's still on your side and stuff. But I don't know. I feel like he would have totally had a lot more features. No, I don't know. I think so.
Because the features are on the other 2 albums, so I imagine he could have.
Well, I think those other 2 are just fucking leftovers he's had forever that he wanted to get out of his label, didn't he? Because he said on Make 'Em Pay about how he was going to be independent. I want to be free. I think that was like a label move, wasn't it? Just drop 3 albums.
Okay, well,
yeah. Anyway, let me rewind.
Let's rewind. That feels like a cap off point.
The reason I hate Make 'Em Cry is because he gets more vulnerable purely for like sympathy points. He doesn't actually do it because he wants to get anything off his fucking chest, and confront anything. He brings up his dad having cancer. He brings up how much he hated going through that beef, and it's purely just so we can have the image of like, victim shit. And I just like, okay. And I'm just like, I think of the fact that I was excited for it and like the moment, and I just feel like I kind of just got dangled, like I feel like I got grifted, and I feel like maybe there's a bit of resentment coming through because I'm like, oh man, like he's really trying to treat this album with this importance, and I feel like he can't fucking seem to be comfortable or be in his own skin without the perception that he's like on top. And I just think that's such a hollow and vapid and awful avenue to take your art as an artist. If that's really all it is for you, just like kind of and that's what this album makes me think of when I hear it. And I just think it's so fucking Iceman Turnt. What else? Truly, that is like. Oh, the fact that he called him, he's calling it Iceman. I was thinking like, Iceman.
I actually like that a lot.
He's no longer the Iceman. Now he's cold.
No, fuck off, I like the ideas behind the. I think execution is one thing, but I love the imagery of an Iceman.
Okay.
Because hardened exterior. Yeah. What's inside, and also cold, like Iceman. It plays on hip hop as a whole. Ice, people being gemmed out, superficial things like jewelry. Well, like that's not real. So then, what's the man? What's the guy inside? Does it come off on the album? No,
I don't think that's what he thinks is going on.
No, I think that is what is going on because he has lines. He literally has lines where he's like, about that imagery. So I think he does recognize, he does play into that.
Yeah.
Both the jewelry and being cold as an emotionally cold. The album, I mean, it's kind of, you feel upset.
I hear all this. I just think it's so fucking corny when I hear that. I think that's so lame. Like, I'm Iceman because I got this ice, but I'm cold inside. What? Like, bro. No, fuck this shit, man. I'm out, bro. I think Maid of Honor is the best of the three, by the way. I don't know if that's crazy to say, but to me, Iceman's the worst of the three. And I think
worse than Habibti.
Habibti had a decent stretch up first. Has
awful.
The best beat of all three.
Now that's a 2 out of 10.
I gave it 3. But the best beat of the 3 albums is on that one. It's the
slap the city.
That beat is fucking brilliant. Yeah. Why are you rolling your eyes, bro?
I'm rolling my eyes because it's like, okay, that's
so predictable.
One song. It's just one song.
I'm just saying how I feel. What are you rolling your eyes for, bro? Would you prefer it if I liked it more, or like the album or something?
What?
Iceman.
Not really. It's just how you feel.
Yeah, exactly. That's what it is. I don't know. I felt like a hatred towards this. When I heard it, and I was like, "What the fuck?" Hate in your heart,
man.
Yeah. Shit. I understand the Drake haters on a level.
Kendrick op.
A Kendrick op.
You're a Kendrick ally.
Ally, yeah, sure.
Drake op. You're an op.
Yeah, for sure.
Krosky. Word to my wise.
Krosky.
You're Gerbert. G-fam.
Yeah, for real. Oh man, the Molly Santana one. Oh my lord, run to it. Oh no.
Molly Santana, that song was not great. Okay, can I start ripping into this?
Of course, please. I'd love to hear that.
Sheesh. Pointing fingers at labels, like, there's so much shit behind the scenes. Obviously, he had a line where he's like, "I'm not suing him, man. I'm suing I'm not suing him. I'm suing the big man, or like the label and Lucian and UMG and everything." I think it's important to acknowledge it. Whether it's true, I mean, it was settled last year in October. Whether it has any actual legs, like whether they actually did push Not Like Us more and push the narrative that Drake's a PDF file.
Right.
I think, if you have a lot of, I don't know. I think this album, on the one hand, people will take it as a very, very petty, bitter, move on. But he also has to. It feels like it is a stage to get whatever the hell is going on off his chest.
Yeah.
So he goes and he attacks different people on the album.
Yeah.
Can feel like homework, but it kind of is
it's not a single song where you don't need to know some kind of lore to fully get what he's talking about. I think that's
maybe one or two, but it's interesting. It is like an album that's like against the industry, against his label, just like a big kind of statement.
Yeah,
or is it a dude just pushing?
I think what it is. I think that the main thing that has really prevented me from reaching any sort of positive reaction is I don't enjoy hearing him rap like this anymore. I don't care. Like these beats and this style of rapping.
Yeah.
At one time I was like, oh yeah, Drake sounds like I don't care anymore. But that appeal is non-existent for me now. Mm-hmm. Like when I hear with these like kind of flows with these cheeky like punchlines, and he sounds like
you don't care.
You know, yeah. Like, I think it was on Run to Atlanta. He was like, "Shouting your pussy." Arr. He was like a little. Do you remember that? He goes like, "Arr." It's fucking great. Have you remember that?
No, I don't remember.
On Run to Atlanta, listen to it again. You'll hear
the second beat or the first beat.
It's like when his verse comes in on the second after Molly Santana, Hannah Montana part.
So he's
he has a little. He goes like "Arr" to himself.
Iceman turned like the tables.
Yeah, but yeah, like I don't know. I'm not into like.
You just don't care about the content on this album.
I don't. Well, yeah, that's that. But I just I think he hasn't expanded or explored his capacity as a rapper in this style beyond like what he did on like Meltdown. So
no,
when
I agree.
When I hear these beats, I'm just so bored, man.
I think maybe that's why for me I got more wowed by Maid of Honor, because this album to me was a familiar Drake. Like I didn't feel like he stepped out of his comfort zone in terms of flows. Like I've heard this flow 50
I think the reason I hated Scorpion is because it was boring. I think the most egregious thing you can be is dull. Sure. This album is so fucking boring, and when I do take the time to like zoom in on it, I'm just seeing just the most bitter, childish, like fucking idiot talk about how much he hates X and Y, and that's all he has to fucking say. That's all he's got nothing else to say. Why is he talking about is it burning bridges? He's like, where your baby mama, where's her single?
Where's her single?
He said KYS ASAP.
Yeah, that's hilarious. Double entendre. Kill yourself ASAP, like quickly.
Yeah, I get it.
Kill yourself ASAP.
I get it.
That one made me chuckle. Like I don't know. It's just like there are some lines in there that are just like, it's interesting. I don't know. I had a thought on the way here about like, why does Underscores love Drake so much? And it's like there's something. He's a grown man. He's also probably done really shit, horrible things. So and
I like Drake with the melodies,
but he's also like there's some lines in here that are just like the Iceman Nice Man line. It's just like. So, no, I don't want to do that. Because in my head, I'm like, oh, that's so cute. But like, I don't want to make him seem like he's just like this teddy bear that's like harmless. He's, he can be very horrible.
Yeah.
So
have we seen the video?
It's kind of like seeing through it. But then But then again, there are some lines that like that's like a Drake line, and it's a Drake bar.
There's a lot of Drake.
It's like a really cheesy, corny, but it's a Drake bar. And Kanye has some of those as well.
Yeah.
Does that detract, or does that just make you have a bit more of a fondness and see through like, yeah, it's a bad bar, that kind of thing. It was like, it's bad, but it's like cheesy bad. So I don't know.
That barely happened for me on this record.
That's fair.
The only one I can think of is the Kobe Shaq one.
That's not a cheesy line though. I feel like that was actually a good line.
Sure, yeah.
Like
I guess that's sort of like it's sort of in that dad joke kind of
brokies shacking together. That's awesome.
So it's in that dad joke territory though. The capacity for someone to hear that and roll their eyes is there.
I think a dad one would be like the Nice Man, Iceman.
I think they're both in that same vicinity of bar though.
Sure.
Like he keeps doing that. Like he'll like he did it with Little Caesars on one of the lines.
Little Caesars.
Yeah, like the pizza.
Oh yeah,
like, something
whipping the dough like I'm at Caesars.
Like he'll just say a thing that vaguely is related to whatever topic is, and just bring in another thing. That's all he does. Man.
I think for
me,
so
fucking repetitive. He just does the same shit with his bars. Like the Little Caesars thing. He'll just bring in a thing that doesn't have anything to do with it, and it's like a cheeky bit of wordplay. Yeah, and it's like that's all, and it's just so hollow for me, man. I don't care.
I don't know. There's some wordplay that's actually pretty on topic. I would say, like the what was it? Yeah,
I'm not saying there isn't. But I'm saying that's something that he routinely does, song for song.
For me, the thing that really like ruined this album for me were the beat switches. I was I think it kills a lot of the flow, kills a lot of the material on
National Treasures. I felt
National Treasures, Ran to Atlanta, Get Rid of Dust Part 1, Burning Bridges, National Treasure.
No,
what did I miss?
I think Dust is the best example of one. I think Dust structurally is quite cool. Because I think it's what the one thing I'll give Dust credit for is it starts off.
Oh no, bro!
Wait, let me. I didn't even finish my fucking point, bro. I didn't finish my point, bro. Listen to what I'm saying. All right, it starts off in a very like, here goes Drake again. Literally the very beginning of it. Do you remember that meme that was going around? It was like, love me, like Drake intros be like. Did you see those videos?
Well, love me.
It was like it was that like gospel sort of loop.
Yeah.
It was like TikTok and Instagram. As people saying like Drake intros be like, he'd just be saying anything on the intro, and it'll be that love me sound, and people like. We in Toronto, we in the 6. And it's like, the opening of Dust is exactly that joke. Exactly. He's doing the thing people took the piss out of him. Completely sincerely. And then he starts singing, Run to Atlanta, something about Santa. And I'm rolling my eyes. And then it kind of leads into this like harder thing. and I didn't expect it to go there. I was like, okay, this is the song. It's like the one moment I felt like a little caught off guard. I thought structurally it worked. And it wasn't like a complete tone, like it sort of led into. There was a momentum there. Whereas, so fucking what? That's like, you don't have to agree. That's how I felt when I heard that switch. It felt like a more intentional thing. Whereas so many other beat switches felt like just for the sake of it, like beat switch. If you love beat switches, here's a beat switch. That's kind of how it felt on a lot of these tracks. On Dust, it felt like a bit more momentum was there, I guess.
No, I like Whisper My Name's beat switch. I thought that was the most organic one. Yeah, such a great song. That was my favourite one out of the whole album, I think. Sure. If we talk about favourites, I think it's between that and National Treasures, but I think the way that the beat switch happens on National Treasures, like the fact that it ruins, like, to me, what it's the best verse on the whole album. Like the stuff that he's talking about with all the, like, the inner politics of the basketball stuff behind the scenes, how, like, he's had this guy that was part of the Raptors in Toronto, and then he moved to LA, and then he was mentioning how Kendrick was celebrating the fact that he's back on their side as a player. It was just like all the wordplay, and there's some really interesting stuff if you go down the rabbit hole. So I just thought it was on point, and the flow as well. I mean, it's a familiar Drake flow. It felt like something that you could find on If You're Reading This It's Too Late, that kind of energy, or Scorpion.
I thought it was like a kind of Yeet style beat on that one, a little bit, with the melody on there, you know. The synth lead kind of reminded me of Yeet a little bit.
Oh, which one you talk about?
Whisper My Name.
Oh yeah. 100%. Yeah. That's the I thought that as well.
Yeah.
Or like some is it Little Tecca? Is it like
I don't know.
I don't know. I don't listen to no Little Tecca. No. But yeah, back to the beat switches. Yeah, there's just like. It's just like it's beat switch, man. That's the whole. What did I miss? Too hard for the radio as well. I didn't like that beat switch.
Horrible song, man.
No, I like the first half. Yeah,
he's rapping like Will Smith at the start.
Yeah, I know. It's like that Will Smith kind of Fresh Prince energy.
Nursery rhyme bars.
Yeah, it's awesome.
And the
West Coast,
the actual West Coast beat fucking sucks. And he's talking about how, like, let me show you how to do it.
Yeah,
and
it's
the worst rapping, like, of all time. It does this breathy voice he seems to love. It's like, I spent her. It's like, what the hell is he
don't like the breathy
doing,
voice?
I think it sounds so distracting. Like, I really get what Kendrick means with, like, I don't like Drake when he acts tough. I was like, I get it. When I hear this album, I see what you mean, man. This is insufferable. Because it feels so inauthentic.
He attacks Kendrick on his character, which I think these are some of the best. These are some of the best jabs. I think the running from the six. Like the fact that you needed all these bodyguards. Whereas Drake, on the other hand, can go to California and perform a show at Oakland or all these different places, and he'll still have love from even gangs in like California. So I think it's like to me that was a very good angle to take. The kind of picking up, and also the hypocrisy angles, like stuff with Dre on. I'll find it, but like he goes into the like it's Drake. But if I was Drake with the without the AK or with the AK, I'd be in jail. And then he goes into these other lines that are the Forget Me, because Dre and Eminem, they have a song like Forget Me Not.
Forgot about
Dre.
Yeah.
So he references that in one of the lines, which I don't know. I think it's like these are the angles you take with Kendrick. It's a shame he's doing it now on this album, but like
that's the thing. It's way too late.
It's like 2 years too late.
Yeah,
but,
like I'm so checked out of any of these little petty rivalries, and that's all he fucking talks about on this album. So even when he does like land a good thing, it's like, dude, I'm over it, man. Why the fuck?
But of course he's going to talk about it, because it's like for him, it's like. I gather from the whole, he announces it from the mission statement. The betrayal and that stuff really affects him personally.
The whole fucking album, bro.
That's what it is, a statement. It's a statement to say, like, I don't need my label. I don't need these fake people. Like, I've got my network and I'm still going to get the numbers, which evidently he still did.
Sure, but doesn't make it any less fucking boring. Like,
sure, I mean, that's a whole different conversation. Like, if you don't want to hear it anymore, you think it's petty. I think it's like, but I think it's expected. Like, this is what he was going to do.
Yeah, like, I don't know. Yeah, no, you're right. I'm not saying I'm too shocked by that, but I'm just like amazed at how fully entrenched in this he was on this record, I guess. Like, I was, like, there were a few songs on Maid of Honor that I thought were interesting, like, production-wise. 100%. Like, BBW had a really interesting beat on it. And the last track was fucking fascinating on that.
Yeah, I love that. A lot of people shit on that one, but I'm like,
that's a good one. Yeah, I was into that.
I appreciate him doing that.
I love the melodies on the one before that too.
Even though the first track, a lot of people critique Ho Phase, but I love
Ho Phase was dope. Ho Phase was, bro. Yes, Poker Face was fucking great.
Into the next track after the road trips, insane.
Yeah.
I was like, I might like this more than Iceman. But then there was like a few low points where it was like...
There were definitely,
the Central C, the popcorn one.
The freaking Sexy Red one. With
or like, there's some weird sexualizing...
Cha-cha slide.
You know what? Nah.
You were trying to think, maybe it's something.
No, that one and...
maybe there's something.
There's something fun and novel about it.
I think Maid of Honor is...
Because it builds off of the energy that I got from Nokia, for example.
Yeah, no, that's I think where Drake should really
Dance
prioritize.
Records. But it's like somewhat experimental. So I've seen some people say Boards of Canada. I've seen some people say... Let me find it now.
My favourite beat on Iceman was the second National Treasures beat with the weird vocal chop.
Well, the SD Kid producer.
Yes, yeah, I really like that beat.
James Ferrario.
Really.
Orteca's Outside Tweaking sounded like Orteca's.
Yeah. No, like honestly, I guess this is kind of when I saw that he was building Iceman.
It's so fresh for him. I've not heard it. Yeah.
Right. When I saw that he was building Iceman to be this huge, big step, I was like, okay, well, he's gonna get how he's feeling off his chest regarding. Of course, I'm gonna expect to hear things about Kendrick and blah blah. But I guess I was just hoping to hear like a leap forward, just due to the scale of this rollout. And it was just such a regressive, dull, repetitive album where every beat sounds like a Drake fucking type beat. And with the same like dry drums, that kind of like that kind of Memphis sort of maybe tempo and like triplet flows every other song. I'm just saying this is so unimaginative to me. And I just think this thing is just complete wasteland. That's how I took it. So yeah, Iceman for me just committed the worst sin of being just as boring as I could have possibly predicted.
Right.
And yeah.
No. I think I...
No.
Nah. It's just...
that's been my experience with it. And maybe it's just because it's like... Maybe I think a big part of how I'm feeling, because, I'm very... I'm very reactionary and expressive, and that's just how I am. I'm chalant, I guess. And so maybe like I won't like care this much later down the line. It was okay or whatever. But right now I just feel so like fucking like kind of low-key betrayed by how grifted I feel by Drake. And I just hear him trying to sort of like rewrite all of these petty rivalries to be like, oh, poor me. I'm just like, shut the fuck up, Drake. Pissing me off, man.
So what was your mentality going into it? Grifted by the rollout, you thought that the rollout would warrant the music sounding... Yeah,
like a bit more adventurous or something. Yeah, like I was like, he's going big on this one, he's got these nukes, like he's going to make a statement. But I was like, all he did was just moan the whole time. I was like, fuck's sake, man. Like, you're just trying to... Like, all you care about is people thinking you're cool. That's why you're getting nukes in your videos. That's why you're getting, like, ice sculptures and stuff. And, like, every song is just you trying to... Like, you have these... It feels like he's writing these songs for teenagers or something. Like, these melodies and these voices he's doing. Like, when I hear Run to Atlanta, it's like, how the fuck... I like people taking this shit seriously. Like I don't know, man. I just think this is such a vapid nothing album. It's been a painful time, and like Scorpion was like this too because it was in the wake of the Pusha T situation. And
that's what I was gonna say.
That's a big part of why I didn't like Scorpion. But I think Scorpion did have a few songs, like individual songs that I'm like, okay, I like the Mob Ties. I think is pretty decent, and there's a few like kind of memorable standouts. God's Plan's great. Nice for What. I genuinely could not give a shit about any individual song on Iceman. Like I don't have any desire to come back to it. Like there's not like a hit on this thing at all for me. And you say it's too hard for the radio. Like no, the radio wouldn't play this because you're just resentful as hell the whole time, and these songs just aren't sticking. They're so unmemorable to me. And like if any song were to get on the radio, it's something from the other two albums because they're a bit more melodic and pop centered. I guess they're not great, but radio. What's that?
He's too hard for the radio.
He's too hard. Yeah, he's too fucking sick for the radio, man.
That's what I'm saying.
God, this album. It's just it's like it's an eye roll after an eye roll. That's how this. Oh man,
I'm sorry to hear that, bro.
I'm like shit. I was like, damn, I genuinely hate Drake. Fuck, because I've always kind of thought I quite like Drake because he's got a lot of great songs. I love Too Much from Nothing Was the Same. I love Passion Fruit, of course, is fantastic. Tuscan Leather is a great one too. Like some of his more hip hop centered ones. He's got good ones. I've always thought like overall like, oh yeah, Drake's definitely like undeniably got great songs. But now I'm at a point where I'm like, dude, overall I think it's like his discography is like it's huge. So many albums, and it's like, man, how much of that is just like a waste of time? And here we are with 3 very filler albums, I think.
One filler album.
Habibti, do you reckon? Yeah, Habibti's second half is atrocious. true. I like the first three semi.
There's nothing like
the first
maybe
two.
The first two songs beats, but like
WNBA,
the flows.
WNBA and what was the one called Slap the City,
Slap
right?
the City.
Those two, I was like, oh, these aren't too bad. High Fives, it's whatever. Just skip. Everything from that point onwards was so bad. Yeah, no, like it's embarrassing to hear this shit from this guy. Like some of those songs were like 3 minutes, and they felt like went on for so long, dude.
I was gonna make talking about it hard because you're just gonna be shitting on everything.
Even if I say what you want to say. No, don't ignore me.
Okay.
Right.
Canada at the core of the album, the 6 on the cover, so baked into the rollout. I really like the rollout as a whole. Like, it did feel like you could say he was trying to be cool, but like he was like running the whole show. Like it's you see the music videos and how he turned Toronto into his own like playground, which was like. So cool. Honestly cool. No, I think it was like, but it's just evident of the cultural like and the impact he has in that city, to be able to like orchestrate, to rent out the CN Tower and do all the stuff there and like the fireworks shows and to like basically shut down the whole. I feel like on the day of the live stream, like there were fans flocking all over the streets and like to have all these music videos where he's just like he's got Adonis in the for the music video for Dust. He's got Shane Gillis cameoing with Adonis driving a police car just around the city, just fucking whatever. And then obviously the nuke stuff and like all these little core landmark locations in Canada, in Toronto. So it's just like the scale of the rollout, you feel that, and it's all out of his own pocket. And I mean, like you can say what you want, but I mean, like there's no other rollout I've seen that can match that kind of scale, other than maybe Ye. But even then, he's kind of taken a bit of a backseat.
Sure. In
terms of rollouts, like a big scaled ones. And I mean, like it worked. Like people there. It's presumably
worked on me.
Over 500k units potentially, and then for the other two albums, more over 100k. So like, there's no question that he still has motion. You know, like the numbers don't lie, and he reaffirms that multiple times on the albums. Like, regardless of whether they are playing my songs,
250 at least,
whether they are nominating my album for rap album of the year. Like, I'm still gonna have a presence, and people are still gonna want what I have to provide. Called Drake an eco-terrorist, the amount of noise pollution he brought with the fireworks. Because at the very end, after the whole thing, he's just like, fireworks everywhere. It's like Gotham City. Like, he just took over the city. And I mean, I don't know. Like, it's in terms of it as a just a viewer, as watching this whole kind of unfold. It's like it's put a lot of work into that whole thing. And I don't know like if any artist can really just like control a whole like city like that. Like it's just nuts.
It's indicative of his like
influence
scale.
And impact and scale
and
legacy as well.
That stuff's like kind of it's hard to deny. It doesn't really mean anything to me personally.
Sure.
So that's why I kind of like I don't really care.
But for me,
I get what you're saying. I'm not going to like discredit that truth.
Yeah, but even like just like. He's going for it, and in the music videos, they're so like some of them are pretty simple, but then you'll have the Adonis one, or he'll do an animated one for the Make 'Em Cry, or the Shebang one, which is just straight up like a massive like explosion.
Sure.
And it's I don't know, it's effective for me. I think these are very well made music. Even as much as I don't like the song as much, Run to Atlanta does some cool like Iridescence 2018 Brockhampton like uses the
heat
stuff, sensor and stuff like in a
way
that's reminiscent of Black Skinhead.
He's got no heat because he's like iced, right?
Yeah, he's got a full blue body and everything. They like inversed it, which is really cool.
So cool.
It is though. You can say it's not, but it's like if any other artist would be doing this, you'd be like, "Oh, it's cool. Like this is cool." But just because it's Drake doing it and what he's saying on the album, it's like, "Oh, he's corny." He's he's 40 pushing 40. He's talking about. I think like when it comes to the sex bars, like that shit's corny as hell, and some of his wordplay is corny. But I don't know, man. Like
the context matters, bro.
What's the context?
I guess that it's Drake. Yeah.
That is Drake. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Fair enough. The cover of the album, it's the Michael Jackson. I, to be honest, like it as a cover.
It does represent the album very well.
Yeah, and like
for better or worse.
Statement as well. Like it ties Canada, it ties his legacy, his stature, and his also the tying to Michael Jackson. Like he probably will end up overtaking both Jay-Z and Michael with this with these albums, which is a move and a half.
See, I guess as someone who maybe like I don't know, I really. In my favorite music, I guess I really value like, I guess like stuff like like world building or like
world building.
Like that's just an example.
Like in the music for it to be in the music.
Yeah, because just stuff like that.
I think he's done a really good job with the. Again, you'll probably come out saying it's corny, but like the whole episodes and then painting the story of like. he's kind of on the run from this kind of. It's kind of like a modern Pinocchio gang, but like the Pinocchios are representative of like the liars that like have kind of stabbed him in the back.
All of it is like no, you're right. I guess there is like a world there, but it's so entrenched in like these petty like grievances that I just don't like. I'm not interested in exploring this world. It doesn't feel like I want it to come from a more like creative, expressive kind of place. It doesn't really feel like it's coming from that sort of place a lot of the time. It's also like ego driven.
Well, yeah, I mean, all of this beef shit started with egos. It's egos clashing, and then also just like some weird, like, it's all kind of just. Yeah, but that's hip hop. Is that's what it is? It's like the whole thing of it being competitive.
Yeah, no, for sure.
I don't know, man. I think about like. I do agree. I think there's a lot of revisionism, and that comes back to the whole Donald Trump thing of like, it's even funny because the White House reposted the album cover with the MAGA train.
Thing. I saw that. Yeah,
that's quite interesting. There, and then obviously like ICEMAN. He does have a line or two where he talks about ICE being fake feds or something like that.
Yeah,
in a song.
Sure. And there's a Palestine bar.
Sure. The Khaled diss.
Yeah.
Which
I don't know. I feel like Drake's one to talk.
Which is crazy.
Yeah, like
considering
it's moral grandstanding.
Kendrick doesn't say shit.
True, yeah. There are like Kendrick is like love Kendrick's music, but there's definitely like avenues to take.
100%.
As far as 100%.
So, but I think it's also I don't know. It'll be interesting to see how Kendrick responds. Whether he'll just continue, like he'll ignore it, like he did Hot Part 6, and just like
because it feels like since the beef, Drake has only kind of made it worse for himself with the suing thing, and now this album 2 years later. I feel like it might be
a media game though.
I feel like it's maybe more effective to just let him carry on stropping around.
I think with the lawsuit, that was just like how the media positioned it. If it was him going against his label for like, either the botting or the lack of support, the pushing of the narrative that he's a PDF, like I think it's like the media's also contorted that and like said that he sued the song for calling him a PDF, whereas more so about just the label's support of that narrative, which is I guess fair. I don't know. I think like. I want to believe what he's pushing on the album, which is at the start of the album, he kind of mission statement. It's like betrayal, isolation, loneliness.
He wants you to believe that too.
What?
I said he wants you to believe that too.
Yeah, but he
grifting.
It's feeling there's no grifting though. I think like if it was a case that he didn't feel hurt.
Yeah,
he wouldn't have made the whole album about this shit. The amount of times he even calls back to LeBron, of all people, who's just popped out at a concert. That's all he did, as far as we know. And that clearly has affected him so personally. I mean, bro, he got the tattoo of the guy, and like these are people... I mean, I haven't fortunately gone through that kind of level of backstabbing, but like it is like petty shit, because it's like... You can't listen to his music anymore. You have to be on his side. I can't be blah blah blah. Sides, you have to stay on this side. The fan base is like, once you pick a side, you stay on it. That kind of thing. And it's also the hypocrisy of like Future being on the album, or Shane Gillis who said, "Oh, the downfall of Drake was so like I could see it coming a mile away."
Sure, yeah.
There's a bit of like a inconsistency in that, but then also just like whether it does actually like I don't know how much it could affect someone, and the fact that you put this whole album. It's this mix of like, oh, I didn't cry, and I didn't
cry.
I didn't have I didn't lose sleep about it, even though on 100 gigs, No Face, he says something like, losing sleep or something. It was just like these things that shouldn't really matter. They do, like in terms of brotherhood, in terms of people being in your corner. Even to the point of like saying that they support, or they not staying silent, because his criticism of Khaled was the silence that he had, and then trying to act like nothing changed or whatever.
Sure.
I mean,
how do you feel about What Did I Miss ended up being on the album? Did you?
There you go. I predicted that. How did I?
Oh yeah, no. Well, you said. Well, I mean, I think you said they. No, you said they wouldn't be on there, but you said if one were to be on there.
Yeah. What would you mean? Yeah. So.
And I guess actually looking back, it totally makes sense to have What Did I Miss on here.
Yeah.
Given that he's because
still on that shit.
He's not really moved past.
It's the same story consistently.
Yeah. Like I was thinking, I was with you. I was like, and it feels kind of separate. Like it's kind of that he's onto some new shit now probably.
Yeah.
But no, he's really not. So it does fit on this record.
Round to Atlanta seems to be the single.
Yeah. Okay. Sure.
What they're pushing, which I mean, as a song, what a mess. Like you start off with this weird Future performance, and then the Don Toliver-esque delivery from Drake.
Yeah.
Burning in Japan.
Yeah.
And then the sudden jarring beat switch into something that feels like a Future demo. And then the whole Molly Santana verse, which it's a shame because I actually did like her verse at first, but then I really sat with it, and it's like, no, this like second half is kind of messy.
Yeah.
I did actually, to be honest, I did like Drake's flow on the third verse.
On his verse when he came in, sure.
I feel like you could have built something around that. As corny as it is, I like the ICEMAN 10. It's like as a stem, as like a vocal thing that you keep on repeating.
Some kind of reminding me of LP.
LP?
Yeah. Matthews.
Yeah, but what song?
No, the whole album.
I can't see that.
Like content-wise.
Content-wise?
Yeah.
Braggadocious.
Yeah, because he's just
Shut up, man. There's more to the albums, bro.
He's just calling this up.
Like, the fact...
he calls people pussies all the time.
I haven't gotten to content yet.
Jacob likes to do that.
Drake's hesitancy for features on this album could be intentional one beyond loneliness. I feel like if it's like this kind of he's back kind of statement, I feel like he was a bit economic with or strategic with the features. 21 was obviously the one person he called out.
That feature, fucking hell, man.
It was nothing. Wow. It was if it was on Her Loss, it would probably be one of the weaker ones.
Definitely.
How many tracks are on there?
On Her Loss? It's like 15, 16.
Okay, cool.
It's quite a few, yeah.
Right. Yeah, so this is the thing. Back to the Scorpion. He had a bar that said strong opinions from the week for 400 something weeks, which is from 2018, like 400 weeks if you go back, 2018.
Sure.
So he's saying ever since Scorpion, which is the parallel between ICEMAN and Scorpion. Do you think that there is a parallel there? Between the two.
Well, I mean, there's
beyond
just
the
a
fact that obviously they're both albums that follow beef.
I mean, not necessarily. Yeah, I guess that's parallels. Like stylistically, I mean, Drake hasn't really evolved much since then, so there's a lot that has in common.
Do you think is that when he started kind of just regressing or just staying stagnant?
It's kind of from Views onwards, I want to say, where he'd just stopped really evolving much as a creative.
Right.
I feel like Views was a very successful album for him. You know, he started doing like the patois stuff, the dancehall stuff, like that. Like he started adopting different sounds in that with his accents, and he's continued to do that since. And like the sort of like storytelling songs and like the hard songs on Views, like that kind of for me it seemed like it became like the template for those type of songs going forward. Like every Drake album since then has like one song that's kind of reminiscent of like the equivalent of that song, or maybe on Views. You know, like if you when you look at like Take Care and Thank Me Later and Nothing Was the Same, and If You're Reading This Is Too Late, I really do think all of those records are pretty distinct, like as far as their tone, their feel, what they're expressing, and the melodies and how he's playing with his voice and what he's talking about. Like there is like a lot more distinguishing each one, and I really feel like from Views onwards, it's like damn near we're copying and pasting the same fucking album. It feels like that really settled in for me when Certified Lover Boy came out. I was like, wow, this is like the most generic idea of what a Drake album is. And For All the Dogs as well, like we had him adopting current sounds and stuff, but still it kind of just felt the same. It just felt the same. And I hear ICEMAN, it's like he's just like all of the songs on those previous ones where he sounded like hard and tough, and he was like, you know, calling people out. He's like, that's what the whole album is. I've heard that before. When I hear this, I just find it egregiously boring. I'm kind of worried to go back to previous Drake stuff I like. And I feel like I maybe won't connect with it as much. I think I'm at a point where I'm really just disinterested in hearing this. Like ICEMAN just reminded me of just made me realize how not for me this is. Yeah, it really might just be those like pop hits at this point. Yeah, like I think Drake, whatever he does next, man, he needs to really, like dig deep, find something different, find something refreshing, new, honest.
I liked Make Them Cry. I thought that was I liked all three beats, and lyrically he starts off talking about how was it like he has to take care of his own father, even though like he treats his father like he has to treat his son's grandfather like a brother. Yeah. And then going into a verse about how hurt he felt that his friend sold a chain. Yeah. That instead of just telling him straight up like, oh, I had to sell it because of money. Again, establishing that thing of like loyalty, like people choosing sides, and I like the ICEMAN thing. So we mentioned it, the coldness, numbness to the noise, and obviously ice and jewelry, enriching and material, not success through material wealth, not doing much for him. There was a Twin Peak bar as well, like the two mountains, Twin Peak. Yeah. And
what do you reckon his favorite David Lynch film is? Drake's favorite David Lynch film?
Mulholland Drive.
Yeah, I see that.
Yeah, he seems like it would be like, yeah.
It's probably just attracted to fucking... no, that's all it is.
Yeah, the production, the samples, like the... And then like the second beat, how it kind of gets a bit more like triumphant. And then the third beat is like this piano, very melodic, melancholic. I don't know, I just like the journey you go through with that production.
Sure.
This album better have some big features. I'm sure to burst your bubble, but I'm all alone for my mental. Which I mean, like you could say is like obviously an authentic.
Yeah. I don't deny that he went through. I don't deny that he went through that. It's just the position. It's the positioning of it on this album.
He's saying
it's
a conscious decision to not.
Yeah, for sure. I'm not denying that he's feeling that and went through that. Yeah. It's just in the context of this album. It's just so clear that I don't know. All he wants is for the listener to like be on his side, and he's just so concerned with like validation and that's just what I hear when I hear in this context.
Concern for validation, how?
Like for people to sort of like side with him, or I think he's cool and stuff. That's really it.
I don't know. So as I'm listening to it, I don't feel so much like he's trying to convince me. It's just more of like he's just kind of assessing the situation. Like these are the people that I'm digging at who decided to go against me. Sure. I don't really care too much about what the fans, because he has the line in the first track where he says, "This is for for the fans that stuck and rid with me, for the haters that I had arrangements with." He had that line. Yeah,
I would interpret it the same way if every other song wasn't about what it was about. Like if the whole album was him kind of exploring these things, and maybe investigating
like isolation, loneliness.
Maybe investigating loyalty or something in a creatively expressive way. Then cool. But every single song is him just dissing people, him bragging. And that's all it is.
On Maid of
so when
Honor,
I hear that, I don't really feel like it's. I feel like in that context, it doesn't really seem like it's this. It feels like it's confessional just for a self-serving purpose. In this context, that's how it comes off to me when I hear it.
I feel like some of the subject matter on Maid of Honor I would have perhaps liked. I like some of those angles where it was like, oh, my mum kind of wants, like the idea of like marriage and finding someone to settle down with, but my issues with monogamy and like having my problems like kind of bolted down, prevents me from committing to one person. And because didn't the album open up, like I only found this out for the Genius annotation, but it was like he has like a chain that he adds a diamond for every engagement he almost had. So he has like 12 diamonds, which is like, who does that?
Alpha wolf meme.
Who does that?
Yeah.
But it's like a statement on, I feel like that was I don't know, just would have liked more of that.
Yeah, I hear that. That's
introspection.
Yeah, that's interesting to me.
Yeah.
There's a psyche that I want to get into.
Because this is what we said this before the album came out. It's like there's so much you could talk about.
Yeah, absolutely.
Would it? But then again, I feel like there's no way you could talk about that without at least wink, wink, nod, nod. I also think there's a lot of pressure and expectation placed on him to position himself in a certain way.
Yeah. But
I also feel like some of that is just how it's a face, right? It's will we get an introspective Drake album one day? Another one.
Yeah.
But he kind of says it at the end, right? The final line of the album. It's like they want 2009 Drake. It's like that Drake, that innocent Drake is gone.
He's gone now, yeah.
So
I believe that for sure. I think
it's funny because that's obviously talking about 2009 Drake as in like the innocence, but like it's the quality as well.
Yeah.
The quality.
Yeah, like I wouldn't be shocked as well if like maybe the whole perception of Drake is like Drake is like in my feelings, like I'm in my feelings like Drake, or like Drake the type of guy to shout out to Louis, best one ever. You ready? Drake the type of guy to take. This one is so good. This one is fucking class. Drake the type of guy to take out.
Bro, say it. Get a grip.
It's so good. Drake the type of guy to take an ice cube to the North Pole to set it free.
Wow.
That's so good.
Ice cubes in the North Pole.
That's so good.
Not the pole. No, yeah.
to set it free. Shit's so good, bro. Oh, shout out to Louis, my old student, when he laid that on me. I was fucking gone in work. What was I? Oh yeah, right. I wouldn't be shocked if those type of jokes, that perception of Drake, got to him, and that's part of why he's transitioned to like tough Drake. Like he strikes me as the type to totally internalize that in that way and really take it personally. And yeah, I would not be surprised.
He clearly is a sensitive dude.
Absolutely, yeah.
Not just from but
I think
like
what he
relationships and because he builds OVO as like as a gang, as a collective. It's like it's beyond to him, it's that kind of the idea, like the fantasized version of a mob, right?
Yeah,
it's like,
absolutely. Yeah,
it's like everything is sacrilege, even the smallest things,
yes.
and it's like
I think
he rewards loyalty. You know, he gave academics a chain. If you saw that,
yeah, I do see that. Yeah, I guess how he channels these genuinely interesting. That's why Drake is fascinating. That's why I say it's fascinating.
Sure,
because you're right. He's a really sensitive person, super like reactive to these things, and I guess how he channels it into his music, he just goes about it in, to me, the most uninteresting possible way. Yeah, like actually I had a point. Fuck, I've lost it now. Damn it, I had a point to
Ice
make.
Cube's North Pole.
Ice Cube's North Pole. Yeah, ultimately, yeah. No, I think yeah, come on, say some shit. It's gone. Maybe we'll come back.
No, I do think with Drake, think about this album like a propaganda piece. It's like there's got to be a deeper reason why so many people are against him in the industry, and and I mean, like, it could be jealousy, it could be all these little pay things, ego, but it's like, I don't know, like, if you're just a really genuine person, would you have this many enemies? I don't know.
Look at the mirror at a certain point. That's what I was going to say. I was going to talk about how it's never Drake's fault in any Drake song. Even back in the day, honestly, like he's very rarely ever like owning up to anything. And I feel like it gets so repetitive when you're this many albums deep and you're sensitive to these things, you're internalizing and channeling it into a thing where everyone else is the problem.
You keep saying it's a lie, everything's a lie, you're lying, Pinocchio, you got a big nose, lie.
Yeah, literally.
Instead of addressing any aspect of it.
I've heard this all before.
I've heard about the fact that he's put out hits on people, and like people have killed for him, and it's like, these are like, you know, talk about the PDF stuff.
Are those like rumors? I remember there was huge rumors that he was the one who killed
XXX.
Is that still going? Do people still believe it? I feel like I've just heard it all before. Like, because I approach, I guess, like albums, I guess, of this vein, like this kind of approach, this more like diary, confessional hip hop and stuff, where it's a bit more braggadocious as well. I'm taking it in purely like stylistically first. That's kind of how I receive music, generally speaking. Sure. Like kind of the creative element of it. Just nothing on this record. That's what I care about first and foremost. I feel like creatively this thing is fucking so bankrupt. That's why I've ended up really not liking it so much. First and foremost, this just feels so creatively stagnant. And he's been creatively stagnant, but this feels like a
more so than, I don't know, man. I feel like it feels like a regression to an old style, but I think the other stuff is more egregiously shit. Like Song Sexy, For the Dogs.
Yeah, no, I haven't
CLB
actually,
I'm quite fond of, actually.
I haven't actually listened to Some Sexy all the way through.
Like, this was not a painful listen for me. Like, compared to those records, for me...
No, I can see that. Like,
there was not like a...
Yeah, no, because I think, like I said earlier, I think it has the sheen of, like, a good...
There are low points. There are points that I'm like, that is awful.
Yeah, like,
the two track Lil Birdie into the other track after that one.
The bullshit songs,
and then
the bullshit
Janice.
songs, I don't think are good songs, but I do get something out of them in like a jokey sort of way. Like, I'd rather have a Ratchet Happy Birthday on here than most of these songs. Like, I think, like, for me, it was just so, like, it was painful because there was just nothing to react to. It was just so, you know, yeah. It was, like, just so bankrupt of anything creatively interesting. That's really what it is for me.
Some other things about Make Them Cry. So sure of my words I haven't used a pencil. Because I like that line. The question to you, do you think Kendrick and Drake could make amends? Because he says burying the hatchet. Do you think they can make amends?
Yeah, I don't know. I doubt it. Because I think Drake is representative of so many things. Kendrick is very like I think he just sees him as like a
violation
in hip hop. You know?
I could see that.
Just how kind of like you know, like how Culture Vulture, yeah, like how vulgar a lot of like Drake's tendencies are lyrically and behavior-wise.
Treatment of women, misogyny.
Yeah, stuff like that. Like, yeah, no, I think Kendrick has kind of... I think that ship is totally...
But I also think... I used to be in that camp of like, full Kendrick. But then, like, as the time has gone by, I've been a lot more critical of Kendrick's character.
No, as you should be. I know there's like a guy on his label who's really fucking dodgy, who was he was on the Epstein files. I think Kendrick works with... I forget his name. It's like...
the TDE?
Oh, no, it's like...
Atlantic Records?
I think so, yeah. I'm not exactly sure. But it's like Casey something. It's like Casey something. And he's like... Yeah, like this is actually... If Drake wanted to like really get it...
Yeah, he does mention the Epstein shit.
Yeah, he does. Yeah, in the files, I remember that. Yeah.
Because Jay-Z as well was in the Pusha T.
Yeah,
so it's like these are the people.
But no, like there's somebody who Kendrick is kind of buddy with that is like directly friends with Epstein.
Oh.
Yeah. So there's definitely hypocritical shit. I mean,
stuff as well.
Yeah, for sure. Like I think ultimately, like a lot of what Kendrick's music is rooted in is very valuable lessons, and I love his music, obviously. But no, yeah, for sure, there's definitely flaws in his character as far as because he's the one that played the moral grandstanding game first with the beef.
Yeah.
Ultimately, like,
which is fascinating.
Yeah, absolutely. So that's when you do that. When you do that, you then have to then look at that person.
I think it's
okay, are you holding up those same morals?
Two dudes that are like, it's like two old guys yelling at each other. I don't know. It's just, they both got weird shit.
Yeah, and it's not that like Kendrick should like the things that he was accusing Drake of, are damning things, and that you should call out if that's happening. Absolutely. Sure. So like. But yeah, it just goes both ways. If you're going to do more,
both ways.
Yeah, that's what it is.
So if he had gone deeper, he inevitably would have been, I guess, victimizing himself a little, because then he's like saying, I'm vulnerable. Like this is the shit's happening in my life right now because of this. Then people will be like, it's just like an album filled with victim raps.
Well, yeah, I mean,
unless he had an interesting angle to it, like a Mr. Morale,
or like if there's any accountability in the lyrics or anything, something like that.
Accountability would be...
Yeah, because Drake's not the type of guy to do that. So you kind of assume it would be in a victim angle.
But that would be like giving the throne away.
Exactly, because Drake's entire fucking
just like
personality is predicated on being like number one.
He's such a G.
You can't like give that up. So otherwise he falls apart.
That song, bro. All the numbers are final, no t-shirts, no vinyl. Richie like Lionel. That was corny, man. No. Verse 1, just to Atlanta. I did not.
Horrible.
Fuck that intro, man. That was like, we're in danger zone.
That's exactly what
we're in danger zone for a track 2. He addressed the Australia tour being cancelled mid tour. Singing was rough. I'm glad it went somewhere, but the "oh my god" sample was overdone so much. That's why I laughed. I said no, because it's like, because that beat switch happens. It's like, oh my god, and then it happens throughout the whole song, just randomly at random intervals. And I'm like, that should have only been in there once at the start. It ruins the song and just takes you out. Because he's like, he did say send it up before the beat switch. Is it a Yeezus?
Nah, what? Nah, surely not.
Is it? Where's the Yeezus sound of?
Nah, I don't think
abrasive.
So.
Nah, that's a reach, my boy.
No, that "oh my god" made me giggle. I guess it made me giggle, that sample. Oh my god, because it's like I'm just imagining Drake like, this is so cool,
bro.
Oh my god, what's he doing?
Yeah, that's another thing that reoccurs quite a few times, where he's like, "I gave you my hand, I supported you." He did that with The Weeknd and Rocky and Kendrick on tour. Do you think Drake was instrumental in Kendrick's success? That seems to be the kind of angle he's taking. He's like,
instrumental? I don't know. I mean,
poetic justice. I mean, it is true
though.
Like
his biggest song.
Drake, it's that thing of like.
I think Drake was helpful.
Drake is he has his kind of fingers in every kind of pie.
No, I'm not. No, I don't know that. I think Kendrick. I don't know, man.
Instrumental's
a bit of
putting people on.
Sure, like I think Drake. I'm not saying he didn't like help him, but like the reason he's successful seems like he's giving Drake a bit too much credit. No, I mean like Good Kid, Mad City is a fucking amazing album.
Sure, yeah. No, it would have stood, but in terms of exposure. So
no. I mean, his biggest exposure would have been like Humble.
Sure.
Yeah.
But to get to Humble.
Sure. I don't know. I mean, I don't know. I think that's giving him too much credit.
Sure.
Do you think that's the case?
I think I don't know. It's like when the genesis of all these artists, like for him to have been there for those, I don't know. Like,
you're saying like if it were to be the case, because we don't know, like,
because like Kendrick was like performing
behind the scenes
in Best Buys, bro. Like that's
sure.
Compared to that, to like a tour with the biggest artists at the time.
Sure, no,
not instrumental. I don't think obviously that's a big way to put it, but. Yeah, it's I gave you a leg up, and it's that thing of like, this is how you repay me.
Sure, yeah.
I feel overall
like,
commentary on just how much impact he has on every kind of artist.
You're saying that in the timeline where maybe Drake did not help him, Kendrick is a smaller artist. Is that what you're saying?
See, I'd have to do research to check.
Yeah,
because like 2011, 2012, like I don't know what, but obviously Poetic Justice was a very big song. It's one of the biggest songs off the album. Yeah, so. Sure. To be fair, Dre was supporting it. A lot of the old heads were supporting it. So who's to say it was Drake's kind of doing? But Drake was kind of at the time, still is the biggest kind of hip hop artist. So. Sure. The crypto lines were so bad on that song. Whereas like Sam Bankman, Free My Guys Up. Sam Bankman, the crypto FTC bars and all that stuff. That's cringe, man.
Yeah, isn't he?
Sam Bankman also invested in racial like hatred groups. So like
shit. Yeah, isn't Drake proper into like the gambling
crypto
stuff?
and stake, and like the Poly Market. There was the Poly Market line. Where it was like the girl wanted to know when the release date was so that she would
fucking viral. That shit is so damaging, man.
And also the Aiden Ross stuff. Like
I'm Aiden Ross.
I was Aiden Ross. Before Aiden Ross streamed, that was a horrible line, bro. So he is kind of like the Donald Trump in a way, because he's got all the streamers on his side, like Academics, you know, Jason the Ween, the name ever, Kaisenap, if he was still streaming probably, Aiden Ross, and like he has the influence of public opinion, just how Trump did. You know, Trump was going on Aiden Ross streams and stuff, and like there's something to be said about that. Do I think that I mean, like in terms of what his role is in hip hop. Maybe as a person though, I don't know. Like they have this one narrative, like he's actually really down. He was handling everything. He didn't. You know, he was texting me if I got to the airport and all this stuff. But like
that comparison,
so I don't know.
Makes sense to me in the sense that like I know that like Donald Trump, whenever like a reporter or something asks him a question that's critical, like your name and being in the files or like so he's always like, you're a terrible person. You fucking I hate you.
Who do you work for? CNN? Oh, you're a terrible news company.
And it's like it's not that different to what Drake's doing in his situation, where it's like
if you ask questions,
he's just like, they betrayed me, fuck you.
You're a liar.
So I do get it in that regard,
Whisper My Name, one of my favorites on the records. I think it's such a fascinating beat. The second one, I just keep on, that's like the earworm. It's just the weird, like, it's like cuts out, and it's like super just unconventional, like just not what I'm used to. The problem with this is the second half of the song has some really horrible lines. Whereas like I have the big one, you have the little one, the middle man, and then carry on. And
what kind of man are you, the middle man?
Airport, carry on. And there's some really shit lines in that part, but I kind of excuse it because I really love the beat, and that's the second problem. So one is the beat switches. Second is so much shit is ruined. So much good shit is ruined by these shit lines. And I feel so annoyed. Like National Treasure starts off with
the Shaq line at the start.
No. The second beat. I don't know, bro.
The Scottish line's on there.
Scottish
bag, like I'm in the I'm in the bag with the pipes, like I'm from Scotland or something.
Yeah, I can't push out the
squid line.
There's some really bad lines. Just to, like,
that's
open
a grim one. Yeah,
and that's how he closes out the song before the beat drop, and it's like such an underwhelming beat drop. Listen to this.
Yeah, I'm like a squid pushing out ink.
Wait.
That's my king. Let's go. He feels like a squid. That's so sick.
We're both in agreement.
Yeah, the structure of it.
Drake
stuff,
is lacking some serious sticky choruses.
Some
serious sticky choruses.
Hooks are so bad.
Even like this was a problem with some of the R&B. This is why the R&B songs on like Some Sexy and all those other albums, they're not great because they're lacking the stickiness that you would expect from Drake. Drake is like the hitmaker.
They call him the hitmaker.
The hitmaker.
What was his last? Like, was it Nokia?
Nokia, probably.
Nokia,
But even then, that was Elcon. You know, the baby girl. That whole thing was.
Yeah, no, for the like as far as like the amount he puts out, the amount of music he puts out, the hit ratio is not high enough to be labeling him as a hit.
Where's the stickiness that we've missed since like Scorpion?
Because he should know how sticky.
And...
He should know how sticky it gets. You know, song about it.
Oh, to be fair, Some Sex, so Honestly Nevermind had some sticky.
That's not bad. Honestly, that's not that bad of an album.
On Massive as well.
Massive's alright. Yeah.
Obviously, fuck a feeling for a nights out and Jimmy Cooks. No, we're not doing that. And then the bed squeaking. Horrible.
Honestly, Nevermind has I think the first song is so fucking awful. I forget what it's called.
Text Go Green. No.
No, it's before that. Falling Back. Terrible
Falling
song.
back to me.
Yeah, no, that's so bad.
It just goes on for
so long, man. Yeah, but generally, like that album isn't. I don't think that album's actually as bad as people say.
No, that one's aged somehow.
It's not horrible. It's not great, but you know.
Compared to,
I'll take that over Certified Lover Boy.
Oh no, I have fondness for Certified Lover Boy, like Champagne Poetry. I love you, I love you, I love you, and then the Lil Wayne one.
I know you like Fair Trade. I don't mind that.
Fair Trade's awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's like two stinkers that I think of. The Jay-Z one was kind of inoffensive.
Yeah.
Yeah, verse 2 beat so hard. Weird arrangement of sounds. It feels like a Carti diss.
Yeah.
I have Motion in Coachella. Let me pull up to Rolling Loud.
Yeah. Oh man.
Pharrell 4 count. I take 500k not a dinner. I could never learn shit from none of y'all. JC. Janice Shut the Fuck Up. Obviously, we mentioned the BC Baby.
Yeah. So is that your least favorite on the album, Janice Shut the Fuck Up? Number one least favorite?
It's up there, yeah. But it's interesting. That one seems to be taking off.
Sure. Yeah, no, I feel like the PC Baby has potential to be like a sound. Or
Timbaland's come out and said that's like, well, really great chorus. Take it from the master. Take it from the king.
Yeah, I mean, I think it sounds annoying.
Yeah,
but I can imagine, I could picture that being like a viral sound or something. You know what I mean? So maybe that's why.
Blowing me like some green tea, baby.
Oh yeah.
Awful, disgusting.
Yeah, like as in like the tea's hot, so he's blowing it. Is that what that means?
Yeah,
that's
it. That's blow on me like give me head.
Yeah, no, I get that. But is that what the tea's hot?
Yeah. The tea's hot, so you.
Yeah, you can take iced tea. Why green tea in particular?
Green tea's good.
No. Does that tie into the line? Or?
No, I don't know.
It's just like his favorite tea, maybe.
Green money. I don't know. Reach. Yeah. I like this. These hoes know how I pop it for real.
For real.
Yeah. We in Paris like 200 deep. For real. Pharrell. Like the money just grew off a tree. Like the money just came in for free.
Yeah.
For real. For free, day free, money tree.
For free interlude.
Ran to Atlanta, we mentioned that, underwhelming.
Yeah.
Especially for a future Drake track, to have that be a comeback.
Yeah,
Embarrassment's the only thing I'm getting really secondhand. I like that line.
That line. Well, I for that to be like the chemistry between Drake and Future was very non-existent on that.
Yeah, 100%.
Right, you know what I mean? Like compared to like What a Time to Be Alive.
Future said not on the sheet. She lay in it, bought a condo up on the street, and she stay in it. Shebang, dry song, beat doesn't really go anywhere, filler mid-verse. Quavo.
Man, that beat's pretty good.
Quavo ad-libs.
What he does on the beat is lame.
But it doesn't go anywhere. It's just the same.
Well, that's like, you could say that for a lot of the tracks. At least there's no random beat switching. It's got a nice
pair that with the flow, though, with the flow choice.
No, I agree.
Like,
I'm saying ignore Drake completely. The beat itself, that's a pretty sick beat. I like that little, that's a cool sound.
For it to be top 3.
Yeah, no, I mean,
to be fair, you didn't like anything else.
Yeah, I mean, that's a pretty snazzy beat. That's like it was like quite a refreshing,
decent
tone for a beat to take.
Nice little 21 Savage nod, but like even then, he doesn't do it well. Yeah. The Quavo stuff got me like, thinking of Try Me.
She mad.
Yeah, this one I like the thinking of Try Me. Do like Bryson pussy ass, dope. But then he cuts the music out just like the song in the final part. So
he said, like, I like how he said, "Am I upset a bit?"
Oh my god, bro!
Your album was shit. Right after.
What's in my raps? What's in my raps? It's facts. She said she missed me. All caps. That's so horrible. There's some shit lines on that one.
Yeah. Shit bang. More like, right?
Shit bang. Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
Man. Oh my god, Make Them Pay has some of the corniest lines. So
it does. Yeah, what were the cringy lines? I remember like cringing insanely hard on this one. I can't remember the lines though off top. Or which ones are from this song specifically.
Fuck a big 3 anyway, there was too many chefs in the kitchen.
Yeah. This is the line with the Palestine. The
Khaled, yeah, you got the Khaled line, which I liked. Probably one of my favourite set of lines in the whole album.
Sure.
Oh my god, my sixth sense is kicking in because all I hear is people that are dead to me. Like Kendrick Lamar. Okay, these are the cringy lines. Okay, ready?
Go on, yeah.
Don't be surprised you see the whole YM in CA like the village people.
Yeah, the village people. Man.
I rack up a tab in Chanel because I do buy everything.
Oh, that's the one, man. That's the one. Oh, that's the one.
He's Iraq and Dubai.
Yeah, man.
Other than
he had a similar line of Meltdown, didn't he? Iraq and Kuwait on some Arabic.
Oh shit. Arabic money or something like that.
Yeah, Arabic shit.
Dog, I was Aiden Ross with streams before Aiden Ross had ever streamed. I'm greater than everybody, like some shredded cheese.
Oh no, the shredded cheese line. I'm greater than everybody, like some shredded. That's so funny, fucking bad, man. What the hell?
Oh my god, there's some awful ones here. Like shout out to Cherokee D and Sky Black because they was with me at my birthday when I was searching for big booty Ebonese cheese. Now the penthouse in Bahamas is right next to Jordan like I'm Lebanese. Jordan, he failed geography class. That's not right. But let me find out the Amex, the only ones that credit me for making y'all everything you could ever be. Amex credit card. Yeah. Oh my god. Sometimes I sit in the parking garage and I talk to my watch or I talk to my whip. Guys, he's lonely. He's in the garage, guys.
Sometimes I talk to my watch.
Let's wait on your Spotify rap.
Am I upset? A bit.
The Spotify rap line is kind of true though. Some people do end up having Drake and
So true.
This is the thing. Caption.
Top 5
Master Drake plan. Release 3 albums, 43 songs, so that he ends up in everyone's top 5.
Yeah.
Especially journalists who have to fucking listen to these albums.
Yeah.
Not saying we're journalists. We're like very chill.
I'm gonna have to do some work to weed them out. Yeah.
There was a really weird like trans. What was it called?
Yeah, sure. I remember that.
What's the word? Transphobic bar.
Yeah.
Whereas like Killy might come take a stick off a pussy like they was transitioning.
Yeah.
That's weird, man. I'm fighting the man, not the suit the rapper. You boys not listening. Your boyfriend. Oh, this is a weird one as well. Your boyfriend a fisherman. That's just a word in the industry. Don't mean to be your business. I'm talking spicy hot sizzling. That's disgusting. He's talking about like your boyfriend is like your region stinks. So he's a fisherman because he's like in that's disgusting. Did you like the song? What did I miss? No.
When it came out, I
thought it was anthemic. It was a bit of a crowd pleaser compared to the last track. One of the few sticky choruses on the whole thing. Regardless, like the emphasis on the what did I miss? Like the snake. It's very simple, but it works. The horns work. The big betrayal track. LeBron. There's so much LeBron shit in this. Yeah, Natty like Florida. Yeah, there's some shit. Switch on the guy and support a hater. There's another Bitcoin line. TLC. There was a good TLC thing. TLC like
the Left Eye one, right?
Tender Love Care and the R&B group Chili Left Eye. Like he's talking about when Rick Ross got punched in the face for playing Not Like Us in Canada. Plot Twist. I thought it was one of the more standard songs. But I thought it was a bang, all things considered. Like it's a very very safe Drake song.
Had that bit of that UK
like
accent.
the twisting.
Didn't he have the British accent on that one a little?
Did he?
I think I did. I remember hearing him have one on the second verse.
Interesting. I'll have to re-listen to that.
Yeah, on like one of the other verses, not the first verse. He starts doing his British thing.
He's a humble brag on the track "Control Over the Sea." We have a chorus, which is more than most tracks on here. Able, you pussy boy, better be ready and able. I'm coming, like ready and able. Cain and Abel, the biblical story. Thought that was a good line.
Get him drunk.
He's casting himself as Cain, the one who.
You're ready and able, Abel.
You're
Listen
able.
Here, buddy.
You're able.
You better be ready.
You're the weaker one, man.
I'm upset.
And just like in Genesis, there's no escaping it. Once Cain sets his eyes on you, the threat is layered on the. Bro, this is some of those chat GPT shit that I just. Someone's analysis of it.
Man.
I'll beat a producer like, what's the BPM?
Oh yeah,
Metro.
I remember. Yeah.
I'll be with the guys from the 6 that you stay talking on Reddit about. So Reddit bar in the big 26.
Nice.
People keep telling me smile, but bro is on trial. My face never ages. I must be in God's good graces. That's just wrong. The Too Hard for You, the radio. It's like Nokia Squabble Up Light. It's like mustard dissing, the West Coast Bay Area nods, Mac Dre in the title, the ketchup mayo on the beat instead of it being mustard because it's just such a tacky recreation.
Yeah, I hate that beat, man. That beat was dreadful.
I love Nokia, so the first half for me was good, but the second
I like Nokia too. It didn't remind me of Nokia. It didn't remind me of that. Maybe
just the kind of the dance hall kind of boppiness.
Oh yeah, okay.
Make Them Remember. Oh, that I didn't like. There was so many corny lines on that one. Yeah. The really long one. I'll just say the lines because I found it for the most part that song was really boring. It's a really long one.
Yeah, I agree. Wasn't that the one that got leaked?
The one that 1 a.m. originally was called 1 a.m. in Albany.
Albany, that was.
Do you think it would fit in the Time series? Do you think that would?
Probably not.
Doesn't hold a candle to any of the other ones.
Not
really.
No.
Focuses a lot on Kendrick.
Given the content, it seems misplaced.
I think it gets boring quite fast. Focuses on Kendrick, the Bible bar, height, success, wealth raise. What is it? The braids, Al Cage.
He said, "What is it? The braids?" And he was like, "I'll cut them off, and I'll still be really sick,
and I'll never fade.
It'll never fade." What is it? The braids? Yeah, I'll cut them off, and I'll never fade.
Squares drawn.
You tell him, buddy.
Oh my god, squares drawn on the line, but we at the root of it now. Like I just think the hypocrisy of like you've literally gone back and like linked up with Future, so like what does that mean?
Yeah, exactly.
I feel like that's more egregious because he made like 2 albums worth of like shit.
When people heard the leak, What was the kind of reaction?
So, I mean, obviously the typical crowd of like, it was, oh man, he's spitting. There's bars here, man. He's barring up.
Because it has that sort of template of Drake's song.
Yeah,
it's like
it is the most like one to like just the template Drake song.
Yeah, literally.
Like soulish sample with him just droning.
He seems to love like squawky,
but it's interesting.
Pitched vocals and stuff.
A lot of people.
My fault. He seems to really love like pitched vocals, like down pitched vocals. Every song, I feel like down here every song has like a little vocal.
Or just a low register.
Yeah.
A lot of.
Really
it felt like a really petty song, calling what Kendrick did bullshit or gimmicks to get decent plays, like calling him a liar. Yes. Joe Budden gets referenced. It's just like no focus. I think it tackles so much within the thing. Please stop asking me what's going on with 23andMe. I'm a real. He's not in my DNA. Mm-hmm. Talk about LeBron, J. Cole. Yeah, the Dr. Dre stuff's on here. Y'all was riding all summer. Pedo bars going number 1. Pedal bars. Pedo bars. He says, oh, there's another egregious thing. Is it the fair skin or the Jewish roots? Why would people not want to see me on top of the mountain like I do the do?
Oh, the not C, right? Is that one?
Yeah, not C. Damn, fuck a billboard number 1, man. Whoop-de-doo. Fucking over. Whoop-de-doo.
Big whoop. Alright, he won a Grammy. Alright, who cares,
Whoop-de-doo. Never in little markets, B markets, C markets. All of these is D markets. You'll be at the flea market. There's code in the 6. It means... fuck, I'm rolling my eyes throughout
some
this
of the
whole
rhyme scheme. I really hate his rhyme scheme. I think it was in the last track where it was like... Was it the last track? It was like the same rhyme for so long. On Make Him Know, I think, is the last
Make
track.
Him Know. Oh, no, that wasn't the last. That was the final track of the album. Yeah, that was bored as hell, yeah.
Yeah, that rhyme scheme was so...
Yeah, it's awful. Yeah, Little Birdie, mid-pack. Prince of Persia.
I found that vocal tone he did really annoying.
So like, Nothing Burger. Don't Worry, Nothing Burger. R&B Nothing Burger.
Next door,
she wanna go to me party. She said she was Persian and started speaking Farsi. That was awful. I literally have listed
that's
this one.
That's one of the worst.
Please stop asking. Oh my god! Please stop asking me when are we linking? It's Iceman season. No, I'm so busy. It's Iceman season. I don't want to fuck. It's Iceman season.
Iceman turn.
Fun Friends.
Let's go.
The Conductor Williams beat. I like that one. At least this one seems more so focused on the people that didn't speak out.
Yeah.
Shouting out OVO, he names a lot of people that are friends of his in the group. Friends never had to decide. What a weird mentality, but sure, you wouldn't be friends with someone whose character you don't mess with, so when it becomes criticized on a public stage like Kendrick did, then you switch up. It's fair to Drake to throw shade. It's weird because it's like he surprised his friends became friends with him, they know his character, and then they end up switching up when Kendrick blah 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 does all that thing, so like why are you even friends with him to begin with? I think it's a fair thing to like just call out. A lot of braggy bars. I thought the outro to the album was better than the whole album. That was,
as in like the
Iceman, baby, why you
at the very
so
end.
cold, freeze the world. Yeah, the last minute, basically.
That was the best part of the album?
For me, yeah.
I agree, the end was the best part of the album.
Oh, I see what you did there. No, some people really flesh that part out into like a song, and I don't know, I feel like it's a missed opportunity. I feel like that...
Hitmaker Drake, we need you.
Hitmaker Drake, yes, that was
Look, where were you, man?
People literally using that audio. Come on, bro. Oh my god. Current Drake versus O Drake. I just thought the flow was so boring. For a finale as well.
Yeah, it's the most uninteresting flow ever.
I'll never forget that July. The worst I felt in a while. That's like his flow throughout the whole thing.
It stakes with that the whole time. Yeah.
And I said to it, like, you put that on yourself. Like, you didn't...
Yeah.
You didn't try hard enough because the Heart Part 6 exists, which shows that you just didn't care.
Yeah. Awful song, man.
Yeah, you dress as Lucian, the UMG, the lawsuit. Still haven't lost any sleep, me when I lie. I'm sleeping with death.
I definitely didn't cry. I love how he said definitely. That's so funny. I definitely didn't cry.
I'm sleeping with death.
I wasn't crying, bro. I didn't lose no sleep. I didn't cry.
These are horrible. These are some of the worst ones.
Okay, man, we believe.
If a Rolex,
we weren't thinking that. We weren't thinking that, Trey.
If a Rolex I want about to drop, I reserve this shit like I'm indigenous. If a Rolex I want about to drop, I reserve it like I'm Aboriginal. He does it again. These are some horrible lines. What are you talking about?
I remember finding that rhyme scheme really forced. It had to fit the syllables in. It sounded really clunky to me.
People be talking on digital. Note how shit can get physical.
Yeah, I remember that.
This album, I'm never submitted it. Because I know they'll never consider it.
Right, yeah, sure.
Like, sure, mate. What happened to Drake from 2009? When all of the moments were intimate, what happened to Drake with the innocence? I don't think we'll be seeing him again. We mentioned that earlier, but...
Yeah.
It's, I don't know, overall, man, like, there's some great production. He really shoots himself in the foot throughout the whole album, which is interesting because he has a line where he's like, I show his kneecaps out, some shit like that. Whereas he does that to himself throughout this whole album.
Yeah.
Some of the shit is just not entertaining. Gets really boring fast.
Yeah.
Some really bad singing. And then, I feel like I'm getting deja vu. Maid of Honor, I thought was a complete... just a lot more energized about that. I also spent a lot of time on this album.
Yeah.
So people obviously listen to it back to back. But when I listened to Maid of Honor, it was like I finally like juiced out, like squeezed all the lemon juice from this album.
Yeah.
So when I got to Maid of Honor, I was like, whoa! There's just so much more energy to it.
Yeah,
Like the
I
whole
agree.
phase, the fucking and then the drums come in. It's like oh phase, no.
Her phase is better than every song on ICEMAN, bro.
Yeah, I feel that. I feel that it's just the most. I think it's the most exciting song.
Yeah. It would have been a better song.
Road Trip.
It would have been a better song had it not gone to Drake. But regardless,
Road Trip. Hidden feature from Tiso Touchdown. Yes! I was jumping, bro. He does at the very end. He's like, hell
yeah, sure.
Yes. I know you probably don't give a fuck, but like that shit, I'm happy.
It wasn't really much of a feature.
I know, but like it added to a song that felt like was actually something.
I don't like Tiso, but he's got great features. I like his features on the Tyler song.
Well, Run It Up
and Darling I. Yeah, great features there.
Okay.
He's got, I'm not like always hated him, but he's not someone that I'll see on a feature and go, yes, we have a Tiso feature.
Yeah, but that's it for me because I love Tiso.
Yeah, sure. It's just nice to hear.
Third Coast, you should listen to Third Coast, man. Third Coast is a banger. Man, it's just a waste of time. Like, I started skipping songs. That's how bad it was.
Yeah, it was rough.
It just really wasn't doing anything for me. Like, I did like Slap the City, but like just the flow choice. Even on WNBA, I didn't like that flow choice. The beat was good. Then the rest of the songs were just like
horrible,
some really bad lines.
Yeah, really uncomfortable.
Some really
lines.
uncomfortable.
Super uncomfortable.
Super weird.
I felt very betrayed. I was like, first couple tracks, I was like, oh, these beats are cool.
Yeah,
I think Slap the City is my favorite beat of all three albums. So I was like, okay, maybe we get some cool, interesting beats.
Yeah.
Man, it quickly hit a nosedive.
But I would say my rating, 5 out of 10 for ICEMAN.
Sure.
I think 5 out of 10 for Maid of Honor, close to a 6.
Yeah.
And then 2 out of 10 for Habibti. And also to call it Habibti, bro. Like, you made me like hyped because it was going to be like Arabic.
Arabic,
and
my love.
Just doing that shit. Just fuck that shit.
Yeah,
And then if he ends up getting out of the deal with this and like getting his $1 billion, like, genius,
make
cool,
something
whatever. But
more interesting next
I thought that's why I say Maid of Honor. The reason why I called him genius because I thought like there were moments in that record where I was like, he's low-key a genius. Like there's something so like insane about just like the direction that album was going.
True. BBW was crazy.
Yeah, there's some crazy shit going on.
That production was nuts.
But people rated it so harshly that
one.
Which is unfair. Yeah. I think there's some insane shit.
Yeah, I think it's way more
underrated. That's maybe
my
hot
more
take.
Explorative than ICEMAN.
That's our hot take, maybe. Like,
maybe. Yeah. For me, bro, ICEMAN was painful. I got nothing out of it at all.
Yeah.
I got really nothing out of it at all. It's I do think though there is like an audience for it. Like obviously, if you like ICEMAN, if you enjoy listening to it, more power to you. The production, I can absolutely see the appeal. I personally think it's like the most vapid, boring thing I've heard in years. I think it's truly childish ass music. And it's confirmed to me that Drake is like I am in a very different place. Like I think myself a few years ago maybe would connect to like some of these beats. I probably like it kind of knocks though sometimes. Like that part of my brain has clearly evaporated because I can't stress enough how little I got out of this record. And I think the most egregious thing an album can be is nothing, boring. And that's what this was for me. It was just a really bloated, vapid, dull.
Uninspired,
unimaginative, regress. Thank you, bro. Maid of Honor for me, I would say that's probably like 4 or 5 out of 10. Habibti, I'd go 3 just because I did get a couple of beats I really enjoyed, which I did not get with ICEMAN. So yeah, that's where I'm at with it. Do not recommend.
Make Them Cry. You didn't like all 3 beats.
No, think
Dust.
Like the way the bass went like
Whisper My Name.
Didn't really. No, literally.
Janine.
Janice.
Janice. Yes. No. Sopranos reference.
No.
Make Them Cry.
I mean, it wasn't like it wasn't even that they were like horrible beats. I felt nothing.
Do you think
nothing.
in the hands of another artist you'd appreciate them more?
Perhaps, maybe.
Because I think that's why I think I appreciate these beats a lot. Like I think the curation for these beats are pretty good.
They sounded to me like Drake type beats every single time. They found just so dull. I feel like I've heard beats like them on other Drake albums before.
J. Cole album better.
Full Love is better.
Yeah.
Much better.
Bigger than 3. Kendrick's coming. Yeah.
Yeah, has he got something in the works, you reckon? He's probably hard at work on the next thing. What we got on the news block? Daniel Georgiev. How do you pronounce his name?
That was right.
That was right?
It's Georgiev, but Georgiev is... No, Georgiev.
What would you prefer? I mean, it's your name.
Georgiev. I mean, that's Georgiev, that is true. Maybe when I get like rich and famous, I'll be like, it's Georgiev.
Georgiev. That sounds hard. That sounds hard. I'll stay with that.
I'm the Iceman. I'm hard like Iceman.
How many people be? Iceman, tell what else?
How many people be saying the shit into the flats? Yeah,
let's go.
Let me get the glove.
I'll get the glove, bro. Yeah. Can I get the other glove?
Sure.
Can we ice up together?
Sure, man.
I want to go ice mode. Oh, am I Iceman? Mom, I'm Iceman. You're gonna dress up as Iceman for Halloween.
Maybe.
No face. Let's go.
What did I miss? Tell me.
What's the news?
The children got distracted.
What's the news?
Okay, Star Fox trailer, June 25th. I don't know if it's a remaster or if it's
man, those character models look weird, bro. Fuck, they look so uncanny and odd.
Star Fox looks like he smoked 50 a day.
Yeah, man. The other ones don't look that bad.
You'll put a picture up of him, right?
Yeah. The other ones don't look that bad. Star Fox particularly.
Nah, that bird, the posture.
I don't think... Oh. Yeah, I mean, they all have like a bit of a...
Oh, no, what was the monkey, the chimpanzee?
I think the frog's alright.
Chimpanzee.
Slippy's...
Have you seen the... It's like the
Slippy's fine. I think Slippy is fine. I want that on record. Slippy looks alright.
Smoking a cigar. Have you seen this? This is what it looks like. He looks like that. He looks like that.
Yeah, Star Fox, I'm probably not going to get it, to be honest. I think that gameplay, I don't really care about it. I didn't grow up with it. It feels kind of dated, so... And they're not really reinventing it, they're just remaking it.
So. At this time, I said new Peggy single, War Over Land, and to be released.
Oh, he's got another one.
Yen. Have you heard that?
I have heard Yen, yeah.
Let me guess.
Go again.
I love this a lot more. Yeah, no?
No.
Okay.
No.
Yeah, because everyone switched up.
I think
this is so experimental.
I do like the chant, like, is it money in the bay? And I think that's pretty catchy. I've had that in my head a fair bit. So that's I think it's my favourite beat of the 3. But yeah, Peggy is just dull, man. He's boring, man. He's boring me. Like he's
turning into Iceman.
He's been Iceman for a minute, man.
Oh my god.
Oh man, OP onwards, bro. Similar. I'm telling you, man. Drake and JPEG have a fair bit in common. That's insane. With their content, they do, man. I'm telling you. I'm not crazy. I feel you. Listen to the boat. You'll see what I mean.
Shut up, man. Why'd you shut up, man?
Yeah. Obviously, JPEG is a more interesting performer and producer. But as far as sheer content and what they talk about, it's not that different. It's really not. It's really not. Anyway.
I don't.
Yeah, no. The Yen song, I think just generally, it's as a song, it's just, I don't know. It's just not that very well constructed as a song to me. But yeah, it's definitely got my favourite beat of the 3. We'll say that.
Yeah, the interview, he said punk rock. He's punk.
Yeah, he's
got that punk attitude.
Yeah, I saw a clip
Makes sense.
Yeah.
But then also, what was the thing is like people, white people obsessed over Elvis, and then he ended up dying. What is it? Yeah, and you know he he was with a 13-year-old, and then he ended up dying on a toilet. Just the way he says that, it's hilarious, man. I love him. Yeah, I'll glaze that album when it comes out, unless it's horrible.
No, I'm excited for you.
I'm excited for the glaze. Yeah. New Ari Aster Scapegoat with Scarlett Johansson.
Yeah, I heard about that. Yeah. Very excited. I am very Ari Aster pilled, man.
Yeah, so. And Alex Garland pilled.
Yes, that's me. I think they both make tremendous movies, in my opinion. And I think Ari's current era is really interesting. I know a lot of people would prefer him to maybe
horror.
Go back. I don't know. Personally, I think this is way more interesting what he's doing lately. Like how he's tackling things like masculinity and just like anxiousness. I think it's really cool. I think it's original, and it's more unpredictable. I feel like if we just get like kind of like more cult kind of like freaky horror shit, I feel like at a certain point you'd be like, all right, let's.
Or just tap into different horrors.
Yeah, and I think exactly. I think it's really cool. So I'm personally Eddington is my favorite Ari film. So I am like, I'm more Ari pilled than ever.
Oh my god.
So I'm ready. Yeah.
Gotta revisit Hereditary. No, my favorite is probably Beau's Afraid.
Beau's Afraid is so good, man. Yeah. Beau's Afraid is fucking good. Ass. I love Beau's Afraid. In my opinion, his films have gotten better with each one.
Wow. No, I think it's gotten more complicated.
But I need to come back to Hereditary. I feel like I'd love it more on a rewatch.
Yeah.
When Midsommar came out, I was like, I think I like that more, bro. And then Beau's Afraid, I was like, oh man, this is awesome. This is his best work.
Yeah.
And Eddington really hit me, bro. So yeah, I'm saying overall, he's improved with each one. But yeah, I'm looking forward to Scapegoat. So yeah, give me that shit. Scarlett Johansson, anyone else? Who's cast?
No, that's it.
That's the only one we know?
Yeah. Okay. Evil Dead Burn new trailer. July
10th. I saw the trailer. Yeah, I wasn't as big on this trailer.
It seems like they're building off of like the 2013 remake.
Yeah, a little bit. Yeah.
Obviously a lot.
I think it looks like a good movie though. I will be seeing it, but I thought the first trailer was a lot more inventive and gripping.
Yeah. I don't know. I like the horror stuff they did show off. Like people crawling on the roof and the dishwasher scene is going to be cool, nuts.
Title card looked really nice though. In the trailer, that would look really
the title cards in these films. So
they always go crazy. Yeah. I will check out Evil Dead 2 before it comes out.
100%, please.
I will. For you, bro, I will.
New Charlie Kaufman, Late to the War, Channing Tatum, Tessa Thompson.
Nice. Channing Tatum and Tessa Thompson. Oh, love Charlie Kaufman.
Love Kaufman. His last film with Jesse Buckley.
I'm thinking of anything.
Do
we not include Orion in the Dark?
Oh my god, yeah, the animated one on Netflix. Yeah, no, that's probably why I didn't watch that.
Yeah, I didn't see it.
I think that there's something interesting to be said about, like, I feel like less motivated somehow to watch a film if it's on Netflix.
Yeah, me too. Definitely. Straight to streaming is a red flag right away.
Like, I just can't be bothered.
Yeah.
Odyssey trailer.
A lot of flack towards the actors and the casting for that movie at the moment.
Criticism. A lot of criticism. Not towards the casting, but also the accuracy of like the mythology.
Yeah, it's confusing.
Of like the Cyclopses or like these giant metal people and like I don't know. But it seems like there's going to be a lot of purists. Of,
it seems like it. Yeah. At the end of the day, bro, it's cool to see Nolan making this shit. It's something very different for him.
So you're excited?
Oh, yeah. I mean, I'm not the hugest Nolan fan like that, but his movies are always an event.
You're going to watch it in the IMAX?
I might do, you know. I might do. But yeah, his movies are always just such a event, I guess.
Yeah.
You know? So, yeah.
No, it looks good. I mean, the cast is stacked, but yeah, I don't know. I guess it will depend. Will he stick the landing?
Yeah.
This is his biggest film, all shot on IMAX, everything.
Favourite and least favourite Nolan, go on.
My favourite Nolan? I haven't actually thought about it. There was once upon a time where he was my favourite filmmaker, but...
No way, really?
Maybe Inception, I guess. I don't know.
Yeah, Inception is mine.
Yeah, Inception probably. And then, or Dark Knight Rises. Oh no, Dark Knight 1. No, 2. What am I talking about?
The Dark Knight.
The Dark Knight, yeah.
Yeah, I think Rises is his worst movie. I think.
No, I think... Okay, fair enough. I think his worst movie... The Following.
Oh yeah, I never saw that. I haven't seen Insomnia either, actually.
Oh yeah, that's the one film I haven't seen. Insomnia.
Yeah. I should probably watch it. It's pretty not bad.
Underrated one, yeah.
Yeah, I heard it. I think it's pretty underrated. But yeah, for me, Inception #1, Rises would be the bomb.
I think the most. What do you think is the most overrated?
Overrated Interstellar for sure.
Yeah.
100%.
Yeah.
100%.
Yeah.
No question.
Okay, cool. Let's keep it stepping. The Boys finale in cinemas in the US.
Really?
Which is interesting. Might be a spark of a trend. Stranger Things.
That was in Doctor Who.
What would be a TV show you'd want to... Oh yeah, Doctor Who as well, and the IMAX. Yeah, that's a good shout. What would be a TV show you would want? Like, imagine if Succession. I know BFI did Succession during the festival.
That's cool. Yeah. What's a good show to have the finale at the screening? Yeah. And Invincible, bro. Invincible. That'd be fucking awesome.
Oh, the fan base
that'd
be
great.
That's gonna be passionate.
That'd be class, yeah.
Yeah, that would be good. First Tony trailer, Matt Johnson.
Oh, I did watch it. Yeah, it looked good.
Yeah.
It looks really...
What the fuck was that?
It's great. Run to Atlanta, yeah.
Too many horses in here.
Yeah, fucking your pussy gets shot in your neighborhood. Something like that. Yeah, no, Tony.
I need to find that citation.
Tony, I think the trailer was kind of very traditionally edited. It looked a little more
biopic
generic than I maybe would have initially assumed, but that could just be the trailer.
It looks filled with a lot of heart. I think.
It does. I agree. That could just be the trailer edit. I think it'll be.
There's anyone to trust. It's Matt Johnson.
Yeah, Matt Johnson's the guy.
I need to watch Blackberry.
Blackberry. I think you said Blackberry. I was thinking of Perry the Platypus, but he's like black or something.
They should coin that right now.
Let's get that. Yeah.
Let's get that going.
Yeah, made that
Pick
happen.
Up Disney.
Made that happen.
Leroy, new project, which isn't really new. It's just a bunch of singles released from June of last year together.
Yeah,
one cohesive.
Some of the songs. I mean, dude, her work ethic is nuts. Yeah. How she's putting out these extremely dense, loud, blaring, like really inventive.
Inventive, yeah. That's what I would say.
Music. It's just so well engineered. It's
artistry is on point.
She's just got this
sample approaching to sounds, and
she's got this down to a fucking good science.
Awesome.
And then to keep in mind how she's got the venturing shit too. That's fucking hell. She is actually a prodigy.
See,
but yeah, no, the Leroy album, from what I heard of it, was pretty fun. There were some songs I did find a little annoying, but overall, a good time. Yeah, I was enjoying it.
Fair enough. Batman Part 2 first look. They're doing a camera test.
Yeah.
Set during winter.
Brian Tyree.
Got Matt Reeves casting. So we got Scarlett Johansson, Brian Tyree, Sebastian Stan, Charles Dance.
Can't wait, man. Can't wait.
Brian
Pumped
Tyree.
for that. Isn't it next year or the year after?
Next year, yeah, 27.
Lovely. Okay, cool. The Batman is absolutely like a top tier.
Yeah, the first one is just aging really well, I think.
Yeah, for sure. As far as live action comic book, it might be the best one. Honestly.
Ooh,
fantastic.
That's crazy. Over Spider-Verse.
I said live action. So not, it wouldn't be.
Over Spider-Man 2.
Good point.
That's ridiculous.
Good point. Maybe. I'll give that a maybe.
Spider-Man 2, man.
Love me some Spider-Man 2.
Phoebe Bridgers is back.
Phoebe
Bridgers.
Sorry.
What?
Sorry. It's just
you.
It's just the way you said it.
Phoebe Bridgers is back.
It sounded like you struggled to get the syllables out, like phonetically. There was a phonetical hurdle.
So
a phonetic hurdle. Sorry.
There have been 6 new songs, no longer 4.
Woohoo! New Phoebe soon?
She's played in basically it's like mostly the like the South.
Okay.
Like New Mexico, Texas, Tennessee, Mississippi, Alabama, Georgia.
Alex G's on it, right? You were telling me about Alex G.
We got behind the scenes photos that were accidentally released before they were allowed to be released. We got Matty Healy in the studio, Jack Antonoff, Bo Burnham playing harmonica as well on the album. The classic collaborators, Tony Berg. Rolling Loud movie with Owen Wilson. They released the trailer for the trailer.
Rolling Loud movie?
Yeah, it's like him.
Like the festival?
Yeah. So there'll be like cameos from Travis Scott and all these different artists.
Oh, hell yeah, man.
Owen Wilson.
From the Odyssey to the Rolling Loud. From Aggro Drift to the Odyssey to the Rolling Loud movie.
Oh my god, yeah, that's crazy.
What filmography?
It's better than most, to be fair. Nolan film.
How many Korean?
How many people have been in Nolan films? New Tintin film.
By Peter Jackson. I heard about that, yeah.
Yeah.
I have the first one on Blu-ray. I bought it at a charity
shop. The first one's great. I
never saw it.
It's like you said. Did you say it was like the closest to an Uncharted film?
Oh, it's something. It's just why I never seen it, but I assumed it's like of that ilk.
Oh, okay.
You know, but I bought it at a charity shop. I saw it was cheap, like £1 or £2 on Blu-ray, and I was like, cool, I'll own that. I never saw that, and it's a Spielberg. You know, I want to see his filmography. You know, at some point, hopefully all of it. Because
Spielberg did the first Tintin.
Yeah, he directed that.
What?
Yeah, man.
Didn't know this.
That's a Spielberg.
Wow.
Picture.
Little bro gets 1 month of Patreon Letterboxd.
Picture, yeah.
That's my favorite picture.
Gets a free month of movie.
Westworld movie. Do you know about Westworld?
Oh, the show I hear has a great first season, but fell off after that.
Oh, really?
That's what I've heard about that. Yeah,
that was such a cunt way of saying it. Oh, that first show that fell off after the first season. Yeah, that one. I could have loved Westworld, and you could have just said that shit. That's crazy. Aaron Paul in Fallout Season 3. I love
as in like serving cunt, right? It was like a cunt way of saying it.
Yeah.
That's how you meant it.
Yeah, double entendre. Drake. Cannes Film Festival's undergoing.
It is.
I heard Cat Meyersman was really good.
Yeah, okay, what have I been hearing about?
There's a film called Host, I think? Or Hope.
The action one.
I've seen like a clip of that, like nuts.
Yeah, people are split on it from what I've seen.
Okay, interesting.
Some films I've been hearing about. Paper Tiger, with Adam Driver, Scarlett Johansson, and
Miles Teller one
from the director of Ad Astra.
James Gray.
James Gray. Yeah, I'm hearing that one is doing very well. People are really responding to that one. And Club Kid is another one people have been responding to with Cara Delevingne and Cara Delevingne.
Is there a Kristen Stewart film?
I don't know. I'm just sort of
What was it?
Paper Tiger. Paper Tiger. People are saying is a standout, and the new freaking Risuke Hamaguchi movie as well.
Oh yeah.
All of a sudden.
Yeah.
Fucking 3 hours long.
Nuts.
196 minutes. Yeah. Apparently that's great though. I hear it's really good.
Leica Wildwood new trailer that seems to be doing really well.
Yeah.
I'm so excited for a new Leica film. Missing Link was mid-pack, but I'm sure they knew that. It underperformed. Sure. I want that to be really good.
Yeah. Fingers crossed.
Crazy background behind that studio. like the son of the like the person that owns Nike.
Coraline, right?
Coraline, Paranorman, Box Trolls.
Okay.
Kubo and the Two Strings,
cool. Right.
And Missing Link.
Gotcha.
Forza Horizon 6, highest rated game on Metacritic so far, 92%.
Sure, yeah. I was reading some of those reviews, and it seems like
Kingdom.
it seems like the vibe is like they've got like the Forza Horizon experience down
to the T.
It's awesome. Like this is down near perfect. But I'm hearing it's not too different to Forza Horizon 5, which I think also scored really well.
Yeah.
But now it's in Japan.
And it's got Gundams that you're racing.
Yeah. So like some of the reviews, like GameSpot gave it an 8, and they were like, yeah, like it's I mean, there's very little to complain.
Plays like Forza Horizon 5.
There's very little to complain about, but it's not really evolving in the series.
Sure,
so,
that's fair, but still score highly.
Yeah, really highly.
Mixtape discourse.
Mixtape, yes. No, it's getting crazy. And I weirdly feel upset that it got a 10 from IGN, because now it's like such a target for...
Say out.
What?
Yeah.
Say out. It reminds me, like, it's sort of similar to like Clair Obscura at the Game Awards. Like, It's a great game, man. But obviously when it gets that level of praise, it's just instinctual for gamers to want to be like, this game's actually overrated. Mixtape is a really sincere, like, heartfelt, lovely indie. I've been thinking about it since I played it, and I think it's wonderful. And
do you think it'll get in Game of the
Year? It's hard to imagine, actually, because I feel like
that would be a controversial.
I feel like it could fizzle with
indie?
time. Indie for sure. It's an indie. I feel like it could maybe fizzle from people's minds, because obviously it depends on what the critics vote for and stuff, and what gets. I mean, at the time,
that's always it.
I would be interested to see if it sticks in people's minds, like the people who praise it highly, because I think it'd be lovely to see in there. I mean, it's a really charming game. It's a really funny game, and I think it's really like moving in how it deals with kind of blocking out negative memories. It's like the tagline is like nothing but the hits, and it's like kind of depicting adolescence in a very rose-tinted way. And there's like a pain in it that I think is really unique for an indie game to tap into. And I love how it visually like represents each phase of like the character, the memories and stuff that you share. And I think how they amplify what they're going through the fleeting gameplay mechanics, to me, is a really interesting use of the form, even though it is like kind of limited as far as your interactivity, which I know a lot of people don't like. I think if you don't have an issue with that, you're in for a really lovely time. You know, I mean, it's not for everybody, but yeah, I think it's a great game. I really enjoy it.
For the price point as well.
Yeah, I got it for £13, and I beat the game in 4 hours. If you want to quantify a game's value to how long it takes, I think that's totally fair. My point being that if people are calling it like a movie game in a reductive way, which gets thrown around a lot, people even call stuff like God of War like a movie game.
Yeah,
it's crazy, gamers. But
watching cutscenes.
Yeah, literally.
Death Stranding too.
So yes, yeah. So if you want to call this a movie game and see it as a movie, then sure. Well, by that logic, this is good value, because it's a 4-hour-long movie where you do get to interact, and it's a really good movie with a lot of heart for the price of a cinema ticket, pretty much. So. Yeah, I think it's a really lovely game, but the discourse has been getting really annoying.
Next week.
Next week.
Zero parades
for Dead
Spies.
Cautiously excited.
Are they washed?
Here's the thing though. Whenever I look at gameplay for it, I just see Disco Elysium, and that makes me very upset, because it's not the guys who did it.
Yeah.
It feels wrong. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It feels like it's like what? 10-20% of the guys there are people worked on Disco Elysium,
sure.
And we have a game that very much is just like basically another Disco Elysium, like, even down to
the corpse of Disco Elysium.
Yeah, literally, it's like the art style, the dice roll, the way it's like the UI is structured. Like, this is literally, they just done it again. What do you say? Sorry, what?
Yeah, no, you'll go back and find it.
I was in the zone with the thing there.
I wonder if
yeah, I'll find out in the editing room. What did you say?
No, it's fine.
Slip some crazy shit.
I'm giving you something fun to like.
Thank you. Yeah, obviously Disco Elysium's tremendous. It's really special.
Yeah.
And
I think special?
I think the sanctity of that game is really worth protecting. And I know that the people who worked on it have spoken off to make their own games, like Rue Valley. From all accounts, though, as far as the previews are concerned, generally the reception is that what people have played of Zero Parades is very good.
Okay.
Apparently it's a very good
There's
video
a demo. Game. I know there's a demo.
Oh, okay. Yeah, no, I think generally people are saying it's like a good video game.
Cool.
And
are you going to be getting it? Or we're going to be holding off?
I don't know, yeah.
Well, if the reviews are stellar.
I will be interested. I'm interested.
I'm interested too.
Again, cautiously skeptical, but interested.
Could be a pickup, maybe.
Do you like Disco Elysium? Have you played it?
Played it.
Okay.
But...
Yeah, you are the target fucking audience for that game.
Yeah, awesome.
that is your shit. You would love that game.
100%. I know. I have a friend who's like puts me onto all sorts of shit.
Yeah. I truly can't think of another thing that's more you. Kind of.
Sick.
Yeah. It's just amazing.
Awesome. Life Once Rollout started.
Yes, it has.
I just put like just I went crazy.
Also, Benny the Butcher.
Danny Brown, website updated, new video on everything. Brown is the color for the era.
I saw a video with
there was a
video,
like a
metronome.
Yeah. There was that, and there was also a more like vloggy kind of feel.
Oh, I saw that one too. Yeah, on the X.
Yeah, like a hand cam.
I'm really excited.
Como might be involved. Dev Lemon's apparently spotted in the video.
Cool.
I love the title Life One.
He originally the superhero named Quadeca that kind of prompted the name. And he talked about how it's like just the purity, like stripping life back to its like bare, like pure primal joy, like life number one. I kind of got what he was getting at with the title. I love the thesis of that. I'm excited.
The fact I picked up on that, like I hit the nail on the head, which I'm really happy about. And then Death Morality coming up again, which is like so interesting because in the video it's Fahim, the guitarist who is talking about
the voice in the
he's talking about like faith and like the afterlife and like believing in the afterlife and like reincarnation and all these different things. Ben is like that guy like needs. I hope he has a good support system. Every album's been about like death or like dealing with aging or something. Definitely, he's like kind of he's your age, bro. Like
he's 2 years younger than me.
Yeah. Oh my god, that's crazy. yeah. So like, what's happening, bro? Chill. But no. He previewed a song.
Or maybe 1 year. Maybe 1 year.
I think he's like 25.
Yeah. No, he's 1 year. Sorry. Yes. 1 year.
But he previewed a song at the Kilby Block Party Festival, which isn't a single, but it has the metronome.
I saw he performed Mad at Me as well.
Oh yeah, he did as well in Australia.
I thought of you. I was like,
I was so jealous. But he's got like the two mirrors, which is kind of like the thing about reflection, identity, young, old, and then the fans have dubbed it like you always do. That should be good. Blady new album May 20th.
Oh, what's it called again?
Sulphur Surfer.
Thank you. Blondie's the single. I keep thinking the album's called Blondie.
You excited?
Yeah, I can't wait.
Yeah, you loved
I fucking
his last
love
album.
Cold Visions, man. That album is one of my favorite rap albums of the decade, for sure.
Sheesh.
I love that record. And Blade in general is just a really shot up there in my ranks as far as hip hop artists go. He's fucking incredible. And he's been a really gang. Yeah, I really like Drake. I still need to check out the new Thai Boy project. But and Echo, come back.
Come back.
When I saw Blade at Lido Festival, I left early so I could catch Charlie XCX. Fucking Echo showed up at the end. I was so pissed. I was like, what? But anyway, I can't wait for the record. He's in the top form right now. His recent single output has been very adventurous, and he's one of those guys that with each record will reinvent what he's all about. So can't wait for the record, man. I'm sure it'll be really good.
Just as a tangent, because I'm sure we won't have enough time to talk about listening log. I listened to the Glaive album.
Oh, the Curtains collab. Yes, we got a request.
I wish I liked it more than I would. The whole time I was just, because I hadn't listened to the Leroy, I was just thinking like I want to listen to the Leroy instead because it just gave me massive Jane Remover vibes.
Oh really?
Like his voice. I was just like, I would rather be listening to Jane, to be honest.
Damn, really? I'm surprised by that, actually.
But I don't know if I hear that. Did like
I hear the crossover in their sounds, but I don't think they sound alike.
He does the interpolation of the Young Lean Yoshi City.
Yeah.
Which I thought was
I really liked tracks 2 and 3. I think it's half 2 was the second.
Yeah, half 2 is my favorite.
I love those guitars. But fantastic. Like him just so wide and full, bro. They fill out the mix so nicely.
The Troubles and Yaya Torre. Like I think he sounded a lot like Jane on those ones. Yeah, so I think that just put me off. I was trying to like find his sound.
I've been listening to Glaive for a minute. I've never thought that, but I might think that. Now that you're mentioning it, I'm imagining this. I'm imagining the frequencies and tones of Glaive's voice, and I'm seeing I think I see what you're. I can hear it. Yeah, fucking hell, I know what you mean. I've never thought that before, but I definitely see what you're getting at.
That's Jane, bro. That's Jane.
Yeah, wow.
That's fucking Jane.
That's wild.
You really didn't... Well,
no,
to be fair, no one's really saying this. I searched on Twitter just to see if anyone was making this comparison.
I first listened to Glaive when Glaive was 16 years old, making Cypress Grove, and he didn't sound anything like how he does now.
Yeah. So well, it makes sense, because this is like hyperpop. So.
Absolutely, yeah. So I've never like associated the two, really.
Yeah.
They've been very isolated in my mind, but now that you've said that...
Please don't let it affect anything.
Oh, no. I'm still going to enjoy the Glaive music I enjoy.
Sure.
I've only heard the record one time. I had a nice time with it, though. I thought it was very kaleidoscopic. It was pulling from
there's
a bit of
different,
country.
Some weird like country guitar shit.
Had the UK accent on trebles.
Yeah.
With that like D&B kind of beat.
Yeah.
And the emo shit.
The police officer sample at the start.
Yeah, I found it to be a very playful smattering. And just, embracing... kind of the digital age a little. It was cool. Yeah, no, I liked it.
Curry Barker, next one we mentioned it, but this one's called Anything But Ghosts. So you got the Texas Chainsaw.
So that's the one you were talking about earlier.
Has Aaron Paul, Bryce Dallas Howard, and Violet McGraw. But
Feathers McGraw?
Violet McGraw. I think she's the girl in I believe in Black Phone 2.
Right. I never saw it, but yeah.
She's really good in that one.
Okay.
She's really good. So I'm excited, because I was like rooting for her when I saw Black Phone 2. I was like, she's the best part of the whole film and the whole franchise.
Cool.
What was it? Quickly. Curry Barker and the guy who plays Ian in Obsession, they're the two leads.
Cooper Tomlinson.
Yeah, they're the two leads.
That's the YouTube duo, isn't it?
Oh, sick.
That's a bad idea, yeah.
That's why they did a skit that I saw where it's like... There's a really good skit where it's like a negative tip. He leaves him a negative tip.
I've seen that.
Was a really
that's not bad.
Next James Bond search is finally kicking off.
Yeah, auditions have started, haven't they?
It's like someone who's like hot, oogie, some shit, like sexy, but like can act. Like there's like
oogie?
3.
You say oogie?
I don't know, oogie. Like,
what does that mean?
Oogie.
That's
my next album, guys.
Oogie. Oogie one.
Let's make that.
We need to get like someone who's a little oogie. What does that mean?
I just made a word.
It's just like you went up purely off vibes with that.
Oogie.
Word. We need someone.
Is a dog. No, the Oggy.
We need someone oogie for James Bond.
Oogie.
What does that mean though?
What did he mean?
What's the vibe you were channeling with that?
Like he's kind of got like an aura of like sex appeal. That's kind of like that makes people like go oogie, like
Like when you see him, you can't help but go oogie.
Or no, it's just like an unsaid thing. It's just like you feel oogie.
Okay.
Wow, I just made a word.
Yeah, it works. It works. I'm with you.
Oogie.
This could take off. This just got legs, bro.
Okay, we both agree.
You slang.
No Jacob Elordi as James Bond.
Yeah, I would not like to see that. I'll
that would be
I don't want to see
awful,
that. I don't think that would be
be
good.
atrocious.
I don't want that.
But Callum Turner, I think that's a good.
Yeah, that's a good shout. Yeah, I'm not against that. Yeah.
Nah, he's too like Ratatouille core.
What, Callum Turner?
No, the other one. Josh O'Connor. That would be cute, but yeah.
Yeah, I don't know.
And then the final thing. So ICEMAN came out, we know that. ICEMAN turn.
ICEMAN dropped.
Smack
I didn't
TDE
know. Didn't know that.
Said something big is coming.
Let's go.
Kendrick. Smack TDE. Top dog.
Yeah, okay.
What is it, the braids?
Yeah, I mean, it's been a couple years since GNX. Kind of 2 years, approaching 2 years.
Approaching 2 years.
So it's in the range of possibility that he could be releasing something.
I think like it'll be interesting.
Because Kendrick's always he's always quite good at subverting expectations. So yeah,
surprise drop.
Yeah. Whether it be through like how he moved during the beef, obviously just
doing
many steps
on
ahead.
His own timing, and it still goes viral.
Yeah, no,
he's broken the format.
Yeah, he's just truly like, he's one of those guys that he will not release it if it's not like something that will
push the needle.
Push the needle. Yeah, like it's. He's very unpredictable. So yeah, I think he's a truly masterful.
He's the Half-Life of the industry.
Half-Life, hell yeah, man, we'll take that.
He only releases when he wants to push the needle.
Yeah, Half-Life 1. What just happened? Just thinking about it.
It's like you're dangling like 2 sets of keys in front of me, and it's like I'm like
Half-Life and
it's like you're showing me 2 dog biscuits, and it's like I love both.
All right, is that the end of the news?
That is the end, unless there's something else you want to mention.
I can't really think of anything.
I mean, there's a few albums that got announced, but like whatever. Okay, next episode, what are we doing? JPEG,
yeah, experimental rap.
Is Vince coming out?
I think that's later.
Boards of Canada.
Boards of Canada. We could do both boards. Anything else you've been listening to? You want to share? In the rotation right now.
Ooh. ICEMAN.
Let's talk about it. I don't suppose you got any notes. about ICEMAN?
Oh boy, do I have
notes. Is that the main thing?
I've got to do stuff. Genesis Owusu.
Oh, Red Star Scourge or whatever it's called, something like that.
Dua Sala.
Dua Sala? Who? Checking out the new Salem.
I don't know who that is. Kenny Mason.
Some
good tracks on there.
I haven't heard it yet.
The Dominic Fike one's really good. The Paris, Texas one's really good. The GID one's really good. The single's really good.
Cool. Nice one, man. Yeah, I want to check it out. I love Kenny Mason. But yeah, I've got a potential new album of the year at the moment.
I get my feelings and crack it.
It's not Slater.
Okay.
I
came around.
I am currently playing relentlessly.
Please don't say it's your own album.
Oh, no. I mean, I am playing that a lot.
Oh.
But I am currently playing relentlessly the Lemon Twigs album.
Oh, yeah, I've got that one too.
Look for Your Mind. Look for Your Mind. Fucking great album, man. It might be number one. It's between that and By Storm right now. It is truly just immaculate production, songwriting, just so lovingly made, like very much pulling from like an older sound, but you just can really feel hearing it that these guys are die-hard fans of this sound to a point where they will not settle to give you some rip-off version of that sound. They want you to have the same experience they had with their music growing up, like with the Beatles and the Doors. That's what it's kind of pulling from.
Yeah.
But the songs they're very current with their subject matter, kind of, but with that sort of analog pastiche soft rock sound. But there's so many memorable melodies. Like, this is what I'm saying. Like, we look at something like when I was struggling to get across how I felt about the Gorillaz album, right? I was talking about how I don't find the songs or the melodies memorable. To me, like Lemon Twigs, the entirety of this album is just nothing but really memorable, really standout melodies. And it's not the most like imaginative. Like, I would say The Mountain's like a more imaginative album sonically, and it's just like, I mean, as far as
conceptual.
Yeah, like that's kind of what I mean when I'm talking about what the Gorillaz album was lacking. I think the Lemon Twigs has it, basically. Okay. Just that kind of like memorability, that's that catchiness. Like, even if the music itself isn't like boundary pushing or super electric, like, I think that's maybe what you enjoyed about The Mountain, for example, or something. I don't know. But like
you don't know. There's like 2.5 hours of me talking about
True. I guess I remember you were more into like the way the lyrics and the story.
Sure,
and stuff. But yeah, like but musically, that's a pretty inventive, colourful album. I would say Lemon Twigs album, its appeal doesn't really lie there. It lies in just how it uses like a more familiar sound to just make these really memorable, just charming songs.
Okay.
But yeah, that record's fucking sick. The new Panic. I've been listening to the Panic at the Disco album too. Have you ever heard the first Panic at the Disco album by any chance?
Why would I have listened to any? Oh, me too.
I don't know.
No, I haven't. No. I mean, I don't know if I would.
I Write Sins.
Childhood thing, huh?
I Write Sins, right?
How's that one go? What a shame the poor braid is.
Yeah. I China with
There's something about that one.
Something about it, yeah. But no, that album is insane. I came back to it recently. It's so fucking wild. Like, they just had such a fascinating sound on there. It's such an annoying sound. It's really unabashed about how potentially annoying it could be. It's very like, it owns it in a really cool way.
Shit, man.
I remember when I was
ICEMAN, like, he owns it in like a really
ICEMAN, what? Yeah, no, like, I remember when I was younger, I would like downplay. I would pretend to not love this Panic album because I found it embarrassing. But I always loved it. Like, I always enjoyed listening to it. But I would like, because it has like this kind of promiscuous masquerade, like theatrical tone that I think is like kind of embarrassing when you're a kid. It's like, you don't want to admit admit that you like it or something. I think I used to feel that way, but I just come back to it, like, shit, they had like such a bold sound at the beginning.
So I feel when I openly say I love Travis Scott.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
A lot of people love Travis. That's not that weird, though.
Like, some crowd, like, it depends on the crowd you're with.
He's got great albums.
Yeah, but like, what do people know?
Oh yeah, like the average person.
The average person will either think he's like, he killed 8 people.
Yeah, true.
And that sort of thing. So it's
My Radio's amazing, man. I adore that.
Yeah, that's great songs across every era.
I think Radio, genuinely every song is great on that record to me. I don't think there's a single dud. I'm trying to think what I would call a dud. I think closest...
I mean, you like everything, so I can't really...
genuinely.
For me, my duds off that album are the without counting the extended tracks.
Yeah.
Piss on Your Grave. Oh, I actually am not crazy about 3005. Yeah, I don't know. It doesn't really do that.
Backstrokes of my children.
and then Oh My Decide. That one could grow on me. I like just the rap.
Are you saying that's a dud?
Not a dud. I just think it's one that I skip.
Really?
Yeah.
That is wild.
And then
that's my favorite.
Maybe,
that's my favorite Travis song, man.
Maybe the Toro.
Oh My
the Toro track, maybe.
Oh yeah, that one is like often cited as the worst one. But I like how just like kaleidoscopic it is in that record. It's a cool left turn.
Oh
damn! I'm really shocked you said "Oh My Decide."
Yeah, I know it's sacrilege.
That's the best Travis song in my opinion.
Ooh.
That's my favorite Travis song. I love that fucking song.
What do you love about it?
Oh man, I mean, I love how much of like a breakdown it is, like in disguise.
Breakdown.
Like kind of like it's like a hype sort of trap song. It's got this huge like massive beat. Like oh man, it's like this anthem. But he's talking about like, "Mama kicked me out the house. I'm on a flight now. It's so high." Like it feels like he's reacting to it, and then he's like he kind of gets over it and finds the luxury. It's like this really cool journey. And it's so evocative to me, like really emotive.
Yeah, I feel that.
I love it.
I like that.
And that part where it's like, whoa, whoa, at the end, where it's like building up and it sounds angelic. Scar. So it's like just taking those like traditional elements of like trap and like, southern hip hop and building them into like this really beautiful, artful crescendo. It's so cool.
I feel that.
Yeah, anyway.
Cool.
That's episode 7.
Fuck.
we talked for a long time on this episode. I'll be editing it down. But
I'm so sorry.
It's not your fault, right?
It kind of is. I could have just not given a fuck and just came in. Oh yeah, it was good. That shit was mid.
No, it's all right. All right. Thank you for watching, everybody.
Thank you.
Let us know what you think about ICEMAN and Obsession and anything you've been listening to.
Maid of Honor
and Habibti.
And
if you have any opinions you want to share,
the
please.
Glaive album.
Yeah, please drop them below.
Saros.
No,
mention that.
We don't need to know that. It's a great game. I'm playing Saros as well.
I'm loving
it. We'll save it for next week
next episode's gonna have shit.
Next episode. Hopefully by then I'll have finished Saros. But
yeah, cool.
Yeah, cool. That's it. We'll sign off.